WMON.com.
Ready for network news? All right.
From the moment I said I do, I promised.
Waiting for the ID.
From the moment I first held my son, I promised to always be his hero. When it comes to my family, I will never break a promise. That's why I bought life insurance from Auto Owners Insurance, to make sure my family is secure, no matter what. Come by and see Jared Booth, Diane Carter, and Nikki Roberts.
At the Service Agency 306 North Main Street next to Spurlin Accounting.
This hour from townhall.com. I'm Rich Thomason.
Whoa, we're on schedule.
For thousands of Los Angeles teachers.
Today is a day full of good news.
LA Mayor Eric Garcetti heard on KNBC TV applauding the rank and file's approval of a new contract with school officials, ending a 6-day strike in the nation's second largest public school district. Union President Alex Caputo Pearl says the deal addresses a key issue that triggered the strike in the first place.
We have started down a real path to addressing class size.
The deal in Los Angeles comes as educators in Denver voted to go on strike as soon as next Monday. The Senate to vote tomorrow on 2 competing bills aimed at ending the partial government shutdown. However, it appears that neither bill, one Republican, the other a Democratic measure, has the necessary votes to pass. Meanwhile, the White House says it's not at all concerned about possible negative economic fallout from the shutdown.
Trump economic advisor Larry Kudlow says current economic growth is so strong that it can handle any negative effects of the shutdown.
We're seeing numbers coming in, they're as good as anything we've seen in several decades. So no, I'm not at all concerned.
Kudlow acknowledges that federal workers and others are experiencing some financial hardship, but he predicts the economy will snap back immediately after the government reopens. Greg Clugston, the White House.
Looks like those routine White House news briefings are a thing of the past.
President Trump tweeted that he told Press Secretary Sarah Huckabee Sanders not to bother with a longtime tradition of daily White House briefings. He said most members of the media will, quote, never cover us fairly, and hence the term fake news. The White House Correspondents Association calls this a retreat from transparency and accountability.
Correspondent Jackie Quinn. On Wall Street, Dow futures up 89 points, S&P futures 8 points higher. More on these stories at townhall.com.
When it comes to your pain, many of you might be skeptical, like I was, about ordering Relief Factor. Pat Boone again for this wonderful 100% drug-free supplement designed to help your own body lower or eliminate occasional aches and pains due to aging, exercise, everyday living. I'm not skeptical any longer. The 3-week quick start is now discounted to only $19.95. Why don't you let us see if we can get you out of pain, too, at ReliefFactor.com.
And now, a quick comparison from Grasshopper. When a client calls, what do you want them to hear? Your personal voicemail?
Hey, you've reached Greg's cell phone. I'm away right now, obviously. Leave a message and maybe I'll get back to you.
Or something a little more buttoned up, courtesy of Grasshopper.
Thanks for calling Green Landscaping. To make an appointment, dial 1. For billing, dial 2. To speak with Greg Smith, dial 3.
There's no contest. Put your best voice forward with Grasshopper, the virtual phone system for small business. Try it free at grasshopper.com.
Zimbabwe's government defending a crackdown by security forces following violent demonstrations over a sharp rise in fuel prices.
They seem to believe that the unrest that we saw in the last week was specifically engineered by the MDC, which is the...
All right, we got the new local set up. Good morning. Now let's get ready for...
And they're using that to garner support, completely downplaying the tensions that persist in the country and people's general unhappiness with a shortage of food, with the long queues at the banks and trying to access money, with also an economy that is struggling to grow and real life issues that are affecting their pockets.
That's
all right. We ready?
South Korea's military accusing Japan of a clear provocation over what it says is a threatening low-altitude flight by a Japanese patrol plane over a South Korean warship. News and analysis at townhall.com. I'm Rich Thomason.
All right, one more minute.
A reinvigorated opposition facing a critical test today in Venezuela.
The opposition seeks to fill streets nationwide with protesters. They're trying to appeal to the Venezuelan military and the poor to switch loyalties that until recently looked solidly behind President Nicolas Maduro's socialist government. Organizers have called for the protest to coincide with a landmark date for Venezuelans. This Wednesday marks the anniversary of the 1958 coup that overthrew then military dictator Marcos Perez Jimenez.
That's correspondent Andrew Stewart. Google's self-driving car spin-off Waymo planning to open a factory in Michigan, creating up to 400 jobs. What it describes as the world's first plant, 100% dedicated to the mass production of autonomous vehicles. And once again on Wall Street this morning, Dow futures up 82 points. More on these stories at townhall.com.
Sweet Tea's Cafe and Bakery, 205 East Covenant Avenue, the Old Bar Seafood Place. Open for breakfast Friday through Sunday, 7 a.m. Breakfast served until 10 a.m. Bubble biscuit, sausage, egg, and cheese, bacon, egg, and cheese, ham, egg, and cheese for $3.50. Big bubble biscuit, $4.50. Grilled bacon, egg, and cheese sandwiches, $4.50. At lunch, the Reuben, the roast beef, the turkey club, the chicken club, BLTs, grilled cheese, cheese, and cheese your way. And yes, hamburgers. And now serving chicken wings. Try our special sauce and kids menu. And sweet for the sweet at Sweet Tea's Cafe and Bakery, 205 East Covenant Avenue. For delivery, call 493-1111. 493-1111. Located at the Old Bar Seafood. Open Monday through Thursday, 10 o'clock until 4. Friday through Sunday, 7 a.m. until 2. And now Friday, Saturday, and Sunday nights, 5 o'clock until 9 p.m.
You watched where the Raptors run their home winning streak into double digits.
Toronto's 120-105 victory over the Kings came as both teams played without their big offensive weapons. Kawhi Leonard out of the Raptors lineup for a third straight game due to load management. De'Aaron Fox missing for Sacramento with a toe injury. Kyle Lowry and Fred VanVleet both had 19 points for Toronto to lead the offense. Lowry falling just shy of a double-double with 9 assists. Kings forward Marvin Bagley in his first career start led all scorers, a double-double, 22 points, and 11 boards. The loss dropped Sacramento to the 500 mark at 24-24. John Leatherby, Toronto.
Thunder beat the Trailblazers. Paul George with 36 points. Russell Westbrook with a triple-double. Mavericks beat the Clippers. Timberwolves beat the Suns. Karl Anthony Towns, 25 points, 18 boards. Rookie Josh Okogie scored a career-best 21. This is SRN Sports. Naomi Osaka's reached her first semifinal at the Australian Open, 6-4, 6-1 win over Elina Svitolina. The number 4 seed says she wants the championship.
A few months ago, I would have given anything to be in the semifinals of the Slam, but it's like this weird feeling of like you want to do the next big thing. And especially now that I won a Grand Slam and I feel like I want to win another one, and I'm so close and I just want to keep going.
One of the most stunning comebacks at the Australian Open, 7th-seeded Karolina Pliskova saved 4 match points, rallies to win the last 6 games to clinch a 6-4, 4-6, 7-5 win over 23-time major winner Serena Williams. And the reports the NFL Competition Committee is going to consider expanding replay reviews to include certain penalties, including pass interference. This is SRN Sports.
I took a vow to have and to hold from this day forward, for better, for worse. I promise to be true in good times and in bad, in sickness and in health. I will keep that promise till death do us part. That's why I bought life insurance from Auto Owners Insurance, to secure your future, no matter what. Come by and see Jerry Booth, Diane Carter, and Nikki Roberts.
At the Service Agency 306 North Main Street next to Spurlin Accounting.
With an SRN News Business Brief, I'm George Manzani. The White House expresses confidence in the economy once the government fully reopens.
White House Economic Advisor Larry Kudlow says he's not concerned at all about any negative impact on the economy caused by the partial government shutdown. He acknowledges that there is some financial hardship, but predicts the economy will snap back immediately.
Once the government reopens, these resources and opportunities will come back, and literally the day of.
Kudlow also notes that the U.S. economy is a free market economy, not a government-run economy. Greg Clugston, the White House.
The Senate votes tomorrow on 2 bills to try to reopen closed agencies. As it prepares for bankruptcy, Pacific Gas and Electric lining up $5.5 billion in financing to keep operating. On Wall Street yesterday, red numbers with the S&P down 38, Dow off 302, NASDAQ down 137. with SRN Business. I'm George Bonzani.
I took a vow to have and to hold from this day forward, for better, for worse. I promise to be true in good times and in bad, in sickness and in health. I will keep that promise till death do us part. That's why I bought life insurance from Auto Owners Insurance, to secure your future, no matter what. Come by and see Jerry Booth, Diane Carter, and Nikki Roberts
At the Service Agency 306 North Main Street next to Spurlin County.
Alabama education officials have released the 2019 list of schools labeled as failing because of low test scores. With the news flash, I'm Trey Westerberg on your hometown radio station 1290 WOPP. 76 schools were labeled as failing on the list released last week by the Alabama Department of Education. The schools scored in the bottom 6% of standardized test scores for reading and math. Authorities say a man has been charged in the first homicide of 2019 in Madison County. Sheriff's officials say 62-year-old Larry Jones was jailed on a murder charge in the shooting of 28-year-old Eric Arredondo. Deputies say Jones was at his home Saturday night when he shot Arredondo. Police say a shoplifting man stabbed 2 Belk employees. Trussville police say the injuries both workers suffered were not life-threatening and they've been released from the hospital. Police say 55-year-old Robert Fry attacked the employees after they saw him stealing. He then fled into the woods. Police used dogs to track him down and arrest him. With the news flash, I'm Trey Westerberg on your hometown radio station 1290 WOPP.
The Up Stockyard, 915 Florella Highway. New sale day is Tuesdays, 1 p.m. At the Up Stockyard, we want our customers to know that our commissions and hauling rates are cheaper than anyone in the area. If you need assistance with your cattle needs, please call John Edwards at 850-978-0340 or Henry Alford 850-890-6068. We look forward to seeing you at the Up Stockyard each Tuesday. Sale begins at 1 p.m.
Quicken Loans presents the Sports Flash, driven by Jeep on your hometown station, 1290 WOPP. College basketball, the Auburn Tigers were upset by South Carolina and Columbia 80-77. They dropped to 13-5. Bryce Brown and Jared Harper each scored 17 points for the Tigers. Chris Silva poured in 32 for the Gamecocks. Auburn dropping to 2-3 in the SEC. They'll face Mississippi State on Saturday. Alabama knocks off 20th ranked Ole Miss 74-53 at Coleman Coliseum. John Petty led Alabama with 15 points. Dante Hall added 11 points with 10 rebounds. Crimson Tide forcing 16 turnovers. They go to 12-6, 3-3 in the SEC. Will face Baylor this weekend. The Senior Bowl will be played in Mobile over the weekend under the eyes of NFL scouts who will evaluate talent for the draft in April. Alabama with 2 players in the game, center Ross Piersbacher and defensive tackle Isaiah Buggs. Auburn with 3 players, including quarterback Jared Stidham. Hurry in now for great deals at the Jeep Start Something New event. I'm Tony Desiri on your hometown station, 1290 WOPP.
Come and get the best donuts in the Wiregrass at the Op Donut Shop, featuring classic yeast glazed and designer donuts. Tired of the same old dry biscuits in the morning? Try their delicious breakfast sandwich made of a glazed or plain yeast roll with bacon or sausage, egg and cheddar cheese. And don't forget the coffee. Their premium coffee is the best around. Plus they have iced coffee, cappuccino, frappes, and soft drinks. For lunch, try a delicious BLT with your choice of cheeses. The Op Donut Shop, located at 112 West Covington Avenue, across from the Op Gun Shop. Call 493-0830 and order a dozen donuts today.
New outlets now open Tuesday through Saturday, 6 a.m. until 2 p.m.
To you by these fine sponsors. Hear Rich's forecast hourly on these Blue Water Broadcasting radio stations.
Hey, good morning, everybody. Rich here on this Wednesday morning. It is the 23rd day of January. A little breezy out here this morning. The time is exactly 4 o'clock. Another pretty wet storm system on the way. Could be some significant rainfall.
Good morning.
Some of the storms could be strong.
Rock and roll.
The Storm Prediction Center has a pretty good chunk of the state in a severe weather risk again today. We take these very seriously, and especially after the tornadoes on Saturday. Let me bring you up to date on the latest outlook from them. We'll have future radar, and I'll show you how much rain could fall. Then, are you ready for another shot of cold air, and another shot after that, and another shot after that? Yeah. Let's get into the details. You ready? Okay, here we go.
There's the big storm this morning out to the west of us from Arkansas all the way down into around the Houston area with showers and strong storms ahead of it. This is where the front will be at noon today on the Alabama-Mississippi border, moving on eastward. And again, a line of strong storms. And at 6 p.m. tonight, the front is making it into southeast Alabama. Still some rain tonight back behind the front. 2 o'clock this afternoon, future radar snapshot showing a strong line of storms through western Alabama, coming into southwest Alabama at that hour. And then right at rush hour at 5 p.m., strong line of storms, central Alabama. Some thunderstorms as well into southwest Alabama, where the storms will be a little bit stronger in the Mobile area. And at 8 p.m. tonight, that line of storms has moved into southeast Alabama. Still raining behind it, though, in through much of the state. Storm Prediction Center has much of the state in a marginal severe weather risk, especially, let's say, southwestern, South Alabama, and a slight risk where there could be some tornadoes closer to the coast. Showers today, a few thunderstorms. We'll be watching the radar carefully. High is 65, then colder tonight, low 36. Today, southeast winds 15 to 20 miles per hour. Gusty day. Then on the back end of the precipitation, first thing tomorrow morning, maybe a couple of snow flurries in northeast and east central Alabama before the precipitation moves out. Otherwise, a breezy and cold Thursday with high temperatures only in the 40s. And total rainfall from this system could be 2 inches, perhaps a little bit more in southeast and south Alabama, and maybe 1.7 inches here in central Alabama. So this is going to bring a lot of rain. Here's another reinforcing shot of colder air. A dry front on Friday, but one that brings in chillier air. In fact, I think we're in the 20s Friday night into Saturday morning, maybe mid-20s in the Lake Martin area to upper 20s across South Alabama. Then Saturday is a chilly day. High temperatures maybe a little bit above 50 with high pressure in control, sunshine. We note that little front to the north of us that tries to swing in on Sunday. Probably a dry front, but it brings in cold air. And then here comes another shot of a storm system south of us on Sunday that will miss us, fortunately. Windy tomorrow with a high around 48. We're down to freezing or below on Friday morning. Friday's a chilly day. And then down to the 20s on Saturday morning with a high around 52. Sunday, another front tries to sneak into the area. And by Monday, we're still a little warmer, but we're waiting for this next storm system to come in. This is Tuesday. Rain on the front side of this storm system and maybe a little bit of snow on the back side of it. We'll be watching that. This is the European out 15 days. Notice the warmest day is today.
Okay, now
then a double shot of cold air coming in Thursday and Friday. The coldest morning is Saturday morning. Then another shot of cold air coming early next week. So the coldest mornings are Wednesday and Thursday morning next week before it moderates a little bit after that. So the hits just keep on coming. More and more cold shots over and over again.
So make sure you have our weather app on your phone or tablet if you don't have it. Those of you who have it know how handy it came in on Saturday. It was spot on. And if you don't have it, go to the App Store, search Rich Thomas Weather with instant push notifications for...
But it ain't every time. You got lucky on that one.
Radar and a whole lot more.
Let's get to mention that part.
This morning, 6 to 9,
I don't know.
93.1.
Don't blame him.
Live on CBS 8, ABC 32 at 5:50 at 6:40 a.m. And we'll keep you up to date on the weather as the day goes on today. Another video for you first thing tomorrow morning at 4:45, and your forecast whenever you want it across the dial on 8 radio stations. That's the Blue Water family of stations. I'll see you later. Have a good day.
Rich Thomas Weather. Neil Tyndall Tire is now in the new tire business. Firestone, Nexon, and Americas. Financing Tyndall Tire makes it easy. Located at 105 Saunders Road, the first left after the bypass headed to Kinston. Terms and financing, 6 months same as cash. Tyndall Tire makes it easy. Been in the wholesale business for 7 years. Over 6,000 used tires in stock. Now the retail. Neil Tyndall Tire. Financing Tyndall Tire makes it easy. For any budget, phone 334-493-0892. Like us on Facebook and follow us on Instagram.
You did what? This is Focus on the Family Minute, and if you've ever uttered those words, Amy Ford has some advice.
And if a parent is freaking out, just kind of freak out on the inside and call a friend, call your pastor, talk it out. But before you react, just try to get counsel first. just saying I love you, and even if you need to go walk outside or call someone and just say, give me a little bit of time, let's talk again tonight, something like that, just so that you don't say something that they have to hold on to forever or remember, because they're already so terrified about what your reaction is going to be, and they want to make you proud, and they're upset that they're in that situation. So to just say it's going to be okay and we're going to get through this and I love you and I love your baby is huge.
If you find yourself in that predicament, try not to respond in haste. You'll hear more advice from Amy today at FamilyMinute.org.
This is Ward's Daily Almanac on WB Ward. Today is Wednesday, January 23rd, and today we lost track of a deep space probe. That and more on Ward's Daily Almanac. Common Sense by Thomas Paine, the rallying cry to the colonists to fight for independence. Written in 1775 and released in early 1776, Common Sense is as applicable today as it was then. Listen to the stirring words as they were originally penned more than 200 years ago. Get the audiobook, Common Sense by Thomas Paine, at audible.com, Amazon, or iTunes. Find more information about Common Sense at wbward.com. Among those born today, the man whose signature everyone remembers, John Hancock. Other birthdays today include Randolph Scott, Ernie Kovacs, Gil Gerard, and Princess Caroline of Monaco. Today in 1897, Elva Zona Heaster was found dead in West Virginia. The resulting murder trial of her husband was perhaps the only case in United States history where the alleged testimony of a ghost helped send the prisoner to jail. Honest-to-goodness flying saucers were beginning to appear all over the world on this date in 1957. Originally called a Pluto platter, today was the day when Wham-O began manufacturing the Frisbee. In 1986, the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame inducted its first members. The fortunate group of stars included Chuck Berry, James Brown, Ray Charles, Fats Domino, the Everly Brothers, Buddy Holly, Jerry Lee Lewis, and Elvis Presley. The Space Probe Pioneer 10 was launched sometime in the early 70s, and then on this date in 2003, we heard from it for the last time. It was already outside of our solar system by then, and its current location is still a mystery. That's a look at Wednesday, January 23rd. To find out what happened on this or any other day of the year, just visit my website at wbward.com. That address again is wbward.com.
There's things that my dad used to do when I was growing up. When I walked out the door, he would say, "Do you have gas in the car?" And in order to call if you need it. It's time to take care of my dad.
At Comfort Care Hospice, we consider it an honor to care for those with life-limiting illness. We care for their physical, emotional, mental, and spiritual needs, enhancing their quality of life and your peace of mind. And because we're based...
I know you got enough storage. You ain't got many spare though, have you? Did I get you 6?
No.
Ain't got 6?
Got,
hang on.
Big breakfast flavor is here. Apple with
5.
bacon or freshly grilled sausage.
But I can,
fluffy eggs,
here's number 6.
cheese, all on a toasty little bun. Good
7.
morning, start it hearty. Get 2 breakfast sliders for $2.99.
There you go.
Real honey from real bees. Real butter from real cows.
Builder. Yeah, I'm okay. Yeah, I'm okay.
It's made fresh by a
I got
real
7.
bee. New honey butter biscuit and get a real good, real breakfast at Hardee's.
HD Edgar Trucking, home-owned and operated, proud to be located in Opp, proud to employ hometown folks, proud to support our schools, proud to support our industries, and proud to support Focus on the Family at 6 a.m. and 12 noon on WOPP. Durwood, Martha Edgar, and staff at HD Edgar Trucking ask that you consider attending a church of your choice this Sunday.
This is Brock Ballard, Service Manager at J.M. Jackson Buick Chevrolet. At J.M. Jackson, we pride ourselves on providing excellent service after the sale. That is why we're the #1 ranked dealer for customer satisfaction in our region. We provide your vehicle with the highest quality GM parts to help keep your vehicle safe and to help protect your huge investment in an automobile. We have fully factory-trained technicians to help diagnose and fix the problem right the first time. So come join us at J.M. Jackson and find out why our sales and service department are ranked #1 in customer satisfaction.
If you look around, this place has changed a lot over the years. Our community has grown. New businesses, new people, new demands on our electric system. But one thing has remained the same. Your Touchstone Energy partner is as committed to providing reliable power at a reasonable price now as they were when the lines were first strung. Rest assured, that commitment won't ever change.
the Op City Utilities, your local Touchstone Energy cooperative.
Life's about cycles. Most of us were fortunate enough to have people that took extremely good care of us from the time we were born. As the cycle comes around, it's our turn to do the taking care of. Our elders lived their lives with independence and class, and the Woodmore wants them to be able to continue their lives as close to normal as possible. But when assistance is needed, the staff is there. Doctor appointments, planning activities, or just being there, all you have to do is ask. So go by for a visit on 331 North, or give the Woodmore a call at 493-2721.
2018 was the ending of the Opp Bobcat football career for 5 seniors that played their hearts out for Opp High School. We also saw the coming out party for some freshmen, sophomores, juniors that will lead to a bright future for the Opp Bobcats football team. Thank you to Coach Hill and his coaching staff. Our sponsors are proud of you. WOPP is proud of you. Proud to have sponsored the 2018 football season. Brought to you by Larry's Prescriptions, CCB Community Bank,
David's Catfish House,
Opp Help and Rehabilitation, Lance Jackson CPA,
Mizell Memorial Hospital,
TNC Pharmacy,
Caroline's Country Stores,
Covington Pecan,
Hardee's, H.G. Acre Trucking Company,
Horn Beverage Company,
Papa G's,
J.M. Jackson Chevrolet Buick, Revenue Commissioner George Chuck Patterson,
Southern Independent Bank,
the Opp Gun Shop, the Opp Donut Shop,
S&P Communication,
Air Control. Here on your official Bobcat station, WOPP.
Here's your Weather LA weather. I'm Rod Tanner. For this morning, we'll have showers. We could have a thunderstorm this afternoon. Some storms could produce heavy downpours. Our high 68 as winds goes to 30 miles an hour. With showers, we could have a thunderstorm this evening. There's a chance for rain overnight. Again, we can have heavy rainfall. Low 39 as winds goes to 20 miles an hour. Thursday looks to be mostly sunny with a high 59. Clear, cold conditions Thursday night with a low 33. By within the week with sunshine on a high 53. Again, we'll have showers. We can have a thunderstorm today with a high of 68. That's the latest Lower Alabama weather here on WOPP.
Hey, 59 is our low this morning. A little bit warmer than the last 2 days, right? A lot warmer, much warmer. The official sunrise this morning at 6:43. The official sunset at 5:12. The winds are from the east-northeast, gusting up to 9 miles per hour, currently about 5 to 6 miles per hour. 60 degrees here at the studios of WOPP. Nice having you in with us this morning. All right, record that. I think I got it. I can sense cutting it down. Ooh. Oh boy, I got the Eagle song in a hurry. Now let's go ahead and resume. We're licensed to that song, I know. Dadgummit. That's about. YouTube every once in a while, get in here late, look how we're gonna flash up. Not letting the audio's not heard in Europe.
You think I care? Europe's fine, man. Bud says, Jay, I hope your wife is doing better.
Well, she will have to have that surgery at some time, but that he said there's no need right now. He said
no hurry.
It's very extensive surgery and very difficult procedure, like a 6-month recuperation, but said that until her cyst gets bigger or starts causing her to have pancreatitis again, there's no need. Said we just need to keep an eye on it. So that was good.
Or you might get lucky and never have to have it. Might. The odds are not good. But you take that. Well, it don't hardly get any better than the Eagles. Take it to the limit, one of their best. Wow. We don't get many songs in on the morning show, but when we do get one on,
get a good one.
We get a good one. Hey, we got to go to SRN News in Washington, D.C. You ready?
I'm Rich Thomason. As the partial government shutdown enters day 33, the Senate gearing up for votes tomorrow on
shoot, yeah.
to reopen the federal government.
Senators will first vote on a bill based on President Trump's proposal that he get border wall money in a trade for temporarily protecting some immigrants from deportation.
Vote to put the standoff behind us.
The bill pushed by Senate Chief Mitch McConnell will test GOP resolve on the president's insistence that the government stay closed until he gets wall funding. Democrats insist it be opened before any border talks. And the second vote will be on a House bill that would temporarily open the government without wall money.
That could break us out of the morass we are in.
But like with the first bill, the one Chuck Schumer's pitching stands little chance of passing, a day before 800,000 federal workers miss another paycheck. Sagar Magani, Washington.
As Los Angeles teachers head back to class today, ending their week-long strike, public school teachers in Denver have voted to walk out, possibly as soon as next Monday. Flights back to normal this morning at a major New York City airport, New Jersey's Newark Airport, after a drone scare.
Arrivals were briefly suspended last night after a drone was spotted over a nearby airport in the latest incident of an unmanned aircraft affecting commercial air travel. The FAA received reports of drone activity over nearby.
Good morning, Angie Metcalf.
And suspended incoming flights to Newark as a precaution.
Correspondent Ron DeRockstra. The already crowded field of Democrats considering a White House run in 2020 has just gotten a bit more crowded. The 37-year-old mayor of South Bend, Indiana, Pete Buttigieg, forming an exploratory committee, according to a video and email announcement. On Wall Street this morning, Dow futures are up 82 points, S&P futures 7 points higher. More on these stories at townhall.com.
CCB time is at 6:32. Time for you to drop by CCB here and meet our local staff, talk over our local community activities, talk over your banking needs, member FDIC. Good morning, I'm Robert Booth.
I'm Jay Michael.
For Dateline Action News, I still had a hot dial there, didn't I? Brought to you by Opportunity EMS.
TNC Pharmacy.
I got it hot now, doggone it. Southern Independent Bank.
Farmers IGA.
Power South.
JR's Lawnmower Shop.
The Woodmore.
And Mizell Memorial Hospital.
Did I jump TNC Pharmacy?
You did. You
okay.
jumped it, but that's all right.
We got it then.
Yeah. This year there are 76 schools in 27 districts on the failing school list. Last year there were 75 schools in 29 districts. 2 schools in the Wiregrass were determined as failing. Barber County High School has been on the list for 4 years. Honeysuckle Middle School in Dothan is on the list for the 2nd year. Students in failing schools are required to be notified and given a list of 4 choices: stay in the school, transfer to a non-failing school within the same school district. Transportation must be provided by the district. Transfer to a neighboring public school district if they'll accept the student, or enroll in a private or homeschool. To help with the last 2 options, state law allows parents to get a credit against their income tax for the cost to move the student, along with the cost of tuition up to 80% of what the state pays to educate the student in a public school. Few choose that option, and latest numbers from the Alabama Department of Revenue show only 128 taxpayers took the credit in 2016 for a total of $354,345.
Officials with the Elmore County school system have decided to delay the start of classes today for Wetumpka area students. Superintendent Richard Dennis said Wetumpka Elementary, Middle, and High will delay start times till 8:30, but faculty and staff need to report to work at regular times. Despite the delays, Dennis said breakfast will still be served. The delay is being made to help reduce excessive traffic as ALDOT works to reinstall traffic lights at the Bill Graves Bridge downtown following damage caused by the weekend tornado.
Northview High School will be rebranded Dothan High if a plan is approved by school board members. In August, Northview, as it's known, will become the city's only high school, and the current DHS campus will become home to 7th through 9th graders. A committee made up of students concluded the best name for the merged high schools should retain Dothan High's heritage. The school opened in 2019. The new Dothan High will use a wolf instead of the current cougar mascot, and school colors will change to cardinal and black with gold accent. The current Dothan High will also be renamed, but will still have the word Dothan in its title. It will continue to use the tiger mascot and school colors. The committee will present the proposals to the school board Monday evening. Members could vote on it immediately.
I was wondering about that for a moment. Where did the students get an input? But they had 40 members of the student body as part of the committee.
Yeah.
They did. Found that out. Some streets through downtown Birmingham were clogged with traffic on the first day of the lengthy shutdown of the Interstate 5920. Drivers were being detoured to the city streets yesterday as part of the interstate closed for demolition work. That's part of the project to replace Alabama's busiest highway. Traffic was particularly heavy as motorists negotiated the morning commute for the first time since the shutdown, which began Monday night. Transportation officials are encouraging drivers to avoid the area as much as possible. The shutdown affected more than 1 mile long stretch of I-5920 from Red Mountain Expressway to Interstate 65. Officials say the new interstate won't open for more than a year. Construction costs are expected to top $700 million, and I guarantee you I'm going to avoid it.
Yeah.
I try to avoid much as I can anyway up there.
Well, yeah, it's not a fun place to have to maneuver anyway.
No.
Well, it's a big job interview, said Alabama offensive lineman Ross Piercebacher. The second you get off the plane, you're being watched whether you know it or not. It's a week-long job interview for the players of the 70th annual Reese's Senior Bowl. The state of Alabama is well represented with 3 players from Auburn: linebacker Deshaun Davis, defensive lineman Dontavius Russell, and quarterback Jarrett Stidham. 2 from the Tide, Piercebacher, and defensive lineman Isaiah Buggs. B.J. Autry from Jacksonville State, and lone Alabama State Hornet offensive lineman Titus Howard. The Reese's Senior Bowl will take place this Saturday at Ladd-Peebles Stadium in Mobile. Kickoff is at 1:30 p.m., and you can watch the game on the NFL Network.
A Dothan man faces charges after police say they twice found his young children playing unattended in a street while he was passed out inside his home, apparently from illegal drug use. 23-year-old Joshua Allen Wayne Smith, charged with 3 counts of chemical endangerment. Dothan Police Lieutenant Lynn Watkins said officers received 2 complaints about the children playing in the road on Shiloh Street. After the first one, they returned them to Smith. However, after receiving the second call, they discovered Smith asleep inside the home with marijuana cigarettes that had been smoked. Officers also found another child, a 4-month-old, inside. All 3 children were then placed in the care of the Alabama Department of Human Resources, and Smith taken to jail. Check your time. It is now 6:39 here at WOPP.
It may not be springtime, but it is service time for your lawnmowers. The month of January, JR's Lawnmower Shop will service your push mower, your riding mower, your zero turn, and give you a free set of blades. Ask for the JR's service deal. Remember, if blades are good, we will sharpen your old ones and lay a new set on the floorboard or send a new set home with you. JR's Lawnmower Shop is your service center when it comes to service. Don't forget, we carry a large line of Husqvarna, Steel, Honda Power Equipment, an Easy-Go golf cart dealer, and also a Yamaha golf cart dealer. And you know what? We will not be undersold. Free pickup and delivery, JR's Lawnmower Shop down here in the Mill Village.
Mizell Memorial Hospital wants you to know when you respond to a stroke, every minute counts. Use the acronym FAST, FAST, to know if it is a stroke. FACE, numbness or tingling, severe headache or difficulty seeing. Arms, numbness or weakness. Speech, trouble speaking or slurred speech. Time, if you observe any of these signs, call 911 immediately. Mizell Memorial Hospital is a member of Southeast Alabama Medical Center Stroke Care Network and can provide patients with the highest level of advanced stroke care, which means a coordinated and quicker response time for our patients. Mizell Memorial Hospital, every day making a difference.
Christine Mount Ross, age 94, resident of Brantley, passed away Monday. Funeral services will be held 11 a.m. at the Brantley Baptist Church. Burial will be in the Brantley Cemetery. Christine Mount Ross was survived by her husband, James Ross, her brother, Carol Mount, 2 children, Ronald and Ramona Ross, Linda and Dale Graham, 5 grandchildren, 4 great-grandchildren, 2 siblings, Marlene Bailey and Oliver and Dolores Mount. Memorial donations can be made to the Brantley Baptist Church. The family will be receiving friends at the church 1 hour prior to services. Effie Mae Russell, age 70, of Andalusia, passed away Sunday at her residence. Funeral services will be held 2 p.m. at K Funeral Home and Chapel of Andalusia. Burial will be at the Eden Baptist Church Cemetery in Babby. Effie Mae Russell is survived by son Lamar Grissett, 2 grandchildren, 5 great-grandchildren, 3 sisters, Mary Jo Hester, Charlene Taylor, Diane Grissett. Ely Ray, age 88, passed away at his home in Adiana recently. Funeral services will be Friday at 2 p.m. from the Foreman Funeral Home in Chapel. Burial will be at the Macedonia Cemetery in Rose Hill. Visitation will be 2 hours before funeral services. Ely Ray is survived by sister Deland Moyer and her husband Conrad. Several nephews and nieces. Memorials can be made to the Parkinson Foundation. David Earl Powell, age 68, a resident of Laverne, passed away Tuesday. Survived by wife Linda Griffin Powell, 5 children, Amanda and Mauro Powell, Yvonne Powell, and Rita Mount and Johnny Cox, Earl Powell, Jeffrey and Stacy Lisley. 8 grandchildren, 10 great-grandchildren, 4 siblings, Scotty and Lisa Powell, Diane Norris, Wanda and Randy Matthews, Francis and Yvonne Mitchell. The family will hold a memorial service for David Earl Powell at a later time. Barbara Ann Knight, age 63, a resident of Luverne, passed away Sunday. Survived by her 5 children, Chris and Michelle Knight, Thelma and Eric Hand, Lisa and Melton James McMillan, Michael Knight and James McDaniel. 9 grandchildren, 3 great-grandchildren, 2 sisters, Joyce and Jesse Williams, and Sidney and Wayne Phillips. A memorial service for Barbara Ann Knight will be announced at a later time. Georgia Mary Straught House, age 88, of Brundage, passed away Saturday at her residence. Survived by 2 grandchildren, 4 great-grandchildren, and 3 great-great-grandchildren. Funeral services for Georgia Mary Straught House are incomplete and will be announced later by Cahey Funeral Home of Clio. Michael Joe Bulger, age 60, of formerly of Michigan, passed away Monday at his residence. Survived by wife Christy Elrod Bulger, daughters and son-in-law, Victoria and Chris Lee, Trudy Chandler, Rachel Bulger, and Sean Bulger, 2 sons, Brent and Zane Bulger, 10 grandchildren, parents, Val and Ruby Athian Bulger, sisters and brother-in-law, Sidney and Mike Lohr, Yvonne and Delmark Rose, Madeline and Mark Brown, brothers and sister-in-law, Patrick and Ruth Bulger, Jim and Yvonne Bulger. A memorial service for Michael Joe Bulger will be held at a later date in Selma. Duke Pearson, age 86 of Strawn, passed away Tuesday at his residence. Funeral services for Duke Pearson are incomplete and will be announced by KU Funeral Home.
Funerals are added to our local news as soon as possible after receiving them from the funeral home. Funerals are also posted daily on the WOPP Facebook page.
911 will not dispatch us. Be sure to call direct 493-0911. Working today, working tomorrow, and working in the future. Opportunity EMS, offering limited mobility transportation, providing transportation for doctors, dialysis, rehab, therapy, family visits, church, funeral. Call direct Opportunity EMS in OP 493-0911. Andalusia 881-0911, Florella 858-2503 or 858-3911. Oldest advanced life support ambulance service in Covington County. Opportunity EMS. 911 will not dispatch us. Be sure to call direct 493-0911.
Mom! Hey, Mom! I caught one!
When Jimmy was young, he'd catch lightning bugs on those long summer nights. He was always amazed at the light they gave off. Today, Jimmy is still fascinated by light. He's a lineman for the local electric system. Linemen like Jimmy have served you for years. They've changed with the times. But one thing hasn't changed: our commitment to providing you with quality customer service.
Covington Electric Co-op, your local Touchstone Energy Cooperative.
The Opp City Council met Tuesday night in an effort to address what was described as a severe dog program. The Opp City Council agreed Tuesday to begin finding owners who don't abide by the city lease law. Currently, there's no dog pound or animal shelter in the city of Opp. City officials work with a local veterinarian to house stray dogs that are picked up. The city will issue pet owners a citation the first time they catch a dog on the loose, and then there'll be a $300 charge the next time it happens. Mayor Brackey said if someone's dog is missing and they think the police have taken it, they can take a picture of the dog to the police station and file a report. Right now, the policy in Opp for dogs is that they have to be behind a fence or on a lease. The Opp City Council agreed to sell 4.79 acres of land on the southeast side of the bypass by Hideaway Road to Billy Whitehead. The council also abated property at 602 West Ida, approved the purchase of 2019 Chevrolet Tahoe and 2019 Ford F-150 for the Opp Police Department. The Opp Police Department report 1 arrest overnight on a warrant for failure to appear. The Opp Police Department reporting 5 in their jail. Andalusia Police Department reporting 2 arrests overnight, 1 for obstruction of governmental operation, 1 for attempting to elude and possession of drug paraphernalia. The Andalusia Police Department reporting 6 in their jail. Covington County Sheriff Department booked in 5, 1 for violation of probation, 1 failure to appear, 2 counts, 1 failure to appear, 1 sentence, 1 failure to appear, and possession of drug paraphernalia. 12 released, 232 in the Covington County Jail. The City of Opp's trash Tuesdays will be picked up on Wednesday. Wednesday will be picked up on Thursday. Thursdays and Fridays trash will be picked up on Friday.
Join us in prayer every Thursday at 12 noon at the Opp City Hall. We will gather for 5 minutes of prayer as we pray for our city.
There will be special prayer for the sanctity of human life candlelighting prayer vigil to be held Wednesday, January the 30th between 5:30 and 7:30 in Andalusia at the courthouse in recognition of the Sanctity of Human Life Month.
It'll start when the clock at the First Baptist Church finishes its 12 strikes to mark 12 noon. Somebody will then open in prayer while everybody else will have silent prayer. And if you can't join us wherever you are at 12 noon, would you just pause and join this prayer chain? We hope to see you on the steps or be with us in our joint prayer at noon every Thursday.
Opp High School will host a pre-act Meeting Thursday at 5:30 at the Media Center. All sophomores and their parents need to attend this meeting. Students will receive their pre-act scores and information regarding preparing for the ACT.
The Alabama Cooperative Extension System will be offering a beekeeping workshop on Thursday from 6 to 8 p.m. It will be held at 23952 Highway 55 across from the Health Department in Andalusia. To register or for more information, please call 222-1125.
The 4th annual Mizell Memorial Hospital Chili Cook-Off will be Friday at 11:30 a.m. at Mike's at the Mizell Dining Room. One of the hottest events of the year, and after judging, chili will be available for purchase to the public and employees. All proceeds raised to benefit the Mizell Memorial Hospital Patient Benevolence Fund. Bring your chili to the dining room by 10:30 a.m. for judging.
You're cordially invited to attend the retirement celebration of honor Chief Michael McDonald as we celebrate the conclusion of his journey in law enforcement. Friday, 3 p.m. at the Ops Senior Activity Center, 500 Bradley Street. District 4 community meeting Friday afternoon at 5 p.m. at the Hard Street Community Center. Councilman LaVon Hines reminds everyone with questions or concerns, please come to the meeting.
The Covington County Child Advocacy Center is taking orders for its Spring Box lunch sale. Casey Perry, director of the center, said support for the semi-annual fundraiser has been great to date. The center provides forensic interviews and counseling sessions for child abuse victims at no cost to the families. The lunch sale is set for Wednesday, February the 6th. Pickup will be at Southside Baptist Church, or delivery will be available from 11 a.m. until 1 p.m. The cost of the box is $10 per box, and donations are also welcome. Deadline to order is Thursday, January the 31st. To place your order, you can call 222-1881, or you can email covctychildadvocacy@gmail.com.
The mayor of Becky Brackey.
The 15th annual Rattlesnake Rodeo is Saturday and Sunday, March the 23rd and 24th. The weekend includes snake races, buck dancing, greasy pole climbing, kid rides, jazz music by Slim and the Soulful Saint. Keep on loving me all the time. Several local artists, including Ops' own Nashville recording artist, Martin McDaniels. On Saturday, Tyler Farr. And on Sunday at 3 p.m., Craig Morgan hits the stage. Tickets are on sale now at City Hall, $10 in advance or $15 at the gate. Kids under 6 are free. Gates open at 8 a.m. Saturday and 10 a.m. Sunday. Come on out and have a good time at the Rattlesnake Rodeo.
This week's specials at the Farmers IGA. Lean ground beef, $1.88 a pound. Fresh chicken tenders, $1.88 a pound. Fresh pork spare ribs, $1.88 a pound. Chicken in the sea tuna, 5-ounce cans, 4 for $3. Purex laundry detergent, 150 ounces, $5.99. Fiora paper towels, 6 big rolls, $3.99. Coke, Diet Coke, and Sprite, 24 packs, $5.99. Russet all-purpose potatoes, 8-pound bag, 2 for $5.
Shop your hometown proud Farmers IGA in Lamar Plaza. Savings plus service equals IGA.
Today, right now, but with precautions, you can go a long way in avoiding being an ID theft victim. At Southern Independent Bank, we encourage you to never provide personal or financial information by phone or on the internet unless you initiated the transaction and you are comfortable with whom you are dealing. Shred personal documents or statements you no longer need. No one from our bank will ever call you to ask for personal information. Southern Independent Bank, Oppen, Andalusia. The power of independence. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Congratulations to the varsity boys basketball team on an area win over rival Straughn in overtime 57-50. With the win, Opp is guaranteed to play in the number 2 versus number 3 game during the area tournament. Opp will play the winner of the Straughn Geneva game that will be played Friday in the area tournament, which will be February the 7th. The Opp Parks and Recreation baseball, softball, and t-ball registration through Friday 9 a.m. until 12. 1 o'clock until 4. Registration fee, $35. Baseball, T-ball must be 5 before or on April the 30th, 2019. softball T-ball must be 5 before or on August the 31st, 2019. Op Parks and Recreation Office, 1000 Cameron Road, next door to WOPP. Phone 493-7970. Cancer Free's 5K Walk Run will be Saturday, February the 2nd, 9 a.m. at Lake Jackson in Florello. $30 entry fee. Meet at the amphitheater at 8:45. Race begins at 9 a.m. Medals presented after the race at the amphitheater. To register online, go to register.conatrack.com.
The City of Andalusia Relay for Life team is offering barbecue sack lunches for pickup on Friday, February 8th. Each sack will include the barbecue sandwich, chips, drink, and cookies. They are being pre-sold only, and you must turn in your ticket to pick it up. The drive-thru pickup will be at the Adult Activity Center at 401 Walker Avenue in Andalusia. If 10 or more are ordered, we will deliver between 10 and 1. For more information, call 334-222-6891.
The 2019 Op High School Boosters Banquet is Thursday, February the 14th at 7 p.m. at Op Middle School Multipurpose Room. A steak dinner and a chance to win $5,000. Get your banquet ticket from a Booster Club officer. $100 donation, a meal for two, a chance for $5,000. Go Bobcats! The Op Rattlesnake Rodeo 5K 2019, Saturday, March the 23rd, Op High School, 502 North Malloy Street in Op. Running 5K and walking 5K, $25. Rodeo armband to the first 200. The long sleeve tech shirts are awesome. Start time, 9 a.m. sharp. Race day registration and packet pickup starts at 7:15. For complete information, go to oprattlesnakerodeo.com. That's Dateline Action News. Ops only, locally owned and operated news service. Hear it first on WOPP and repeat it later across town.
Hometown shopping just makes sense.
This is your hometown.
Are you tired of calling your pharmacy and hearing this?
To request a refill, press 1. For pharmacy hours, press 3. To speak to a pharmacy associate.
Then hang up the phone and give us a call at 493-4517. TNC Pharmacy, your hometown pharmacy, where you will talk directly to one of our pharmacy staff members without having to remember which number to push. We will gladly transfer your prescriptions from your current pharmacy to our pharmacy. Your insurance copay will be the same, and if you pay cash, we offer competitive cash prices. So skip the hassle and give us a call at TNC Pharmacy, 101 Parish Avenue, Op, 493-4517.
Owners and staff of the Woodmore want to invite everyone in the Op and surrounding area to come by and see what assisted living is all about. With extra clean facilities, wonderful home cooking, and around-the-clock staffing, the Woodmore is a place that anyone would love to call home. It's also a place that family members and friends will enjoy coming by to visit, talk, and spend time. Whether it's in the back sunroom, the den or dining area, or strolling around the walking trail or pond, you and your family will always feel comfortable and welcome. That's what taking care of our seniors is all about. So give Donna a call at the Woodmore, 493-2721.
Here's your Winnipeg LA weather. I'm Rod Tanner. This morning we'll have showers. We could have a thunderstorm this afternoon. Some storms could produce heavy downpours. Our high 68 as winds gust to 30 miles an hour. Showers. We could have a thunderstorm this evening. There's a chance for rain overnight. Again, we can have heavy rainfall. Low 39 as winds gust to 20 miles an hour. Thursday looks to be mostly sunny with a high 59. Clear, cold conditions Thursday night with a low 33. Friday will end the week with sunshine and a high of 53. Again, we'll have showers. We can have a thunderstorm today with a high of 68. That's the latest Lower Alabama weather here on WOPP. Here's your Winnipeg LA weather. I'm Rod Tanner. For this morning, we'll have showers. We can have a thunderstorm this afternoon. Some storms could produce heavy downpours. Our high 68 as winds goes to 30 miles an hour. Showers. We can have a thunderstorm this evening. There's a chance for rain overnight. Again, we can have heavy rainfall. Low 39 as winds goes to 20 miles an hour. Thursday looks to be mostly sunny with a high 59. Clear, cold conditions Thursday night with a low 33. Friday will end the week with sunshine and a high of 53. Again, we'll have showers. We can have a thunderstorm today with a high of 68. That's the latest Lower Alabama weather here on WOPP.
Well, that was pretty interesting having the weather twice. Sometimes maybe we do need to do it twice before we can comprehend the whole thing, right? 59 is our low this morning. The winds are from the east, northeast up to 9 miles per hour, currently about 5. The official sunrise at 6:43. The official sunset 5:12. Presently 60 degrees here at the studios of WOPP.
The 2019 Op Rattlesnake Rodeo Beauty Pageant is coming up on Saturday, March the 2nd.
3 p.m. at the Opp High School Auditorium. The pageant is open to girls ages 6 to 21 with special gifts and cash prizes awarded. Applications are available online at www.oprattlesnakerodeo.com. The pageant is hosted by the Opp Chamber of Commerce. For more information, contact the Opp Chamber of Commerce at 334-493-3070.
Troy Baseball had an incredible season last year. 42 wins and the NCAA regional appearance and the highest attendance record in program history. Now, we're back and ready for more in 2019. Season tickets start at just $95 for a 31-game home schedule that includes Alabama, Louisiana, UAB, and more. Get your season tickets now at 877-878-WIN or visit TroyTrojans.com/ticket. We'll see you at Riddle Pace Field for Troy Baseball, your hometown team.
This is WOPP in Opp, Alabama. The time is 7 a.m.
News this hour from townhall.com. I'm Rich Thomason. As the partial government shutdown enters day 33,
Are we having fun yet?
Competing bills
Woohoo!
reopen the federal government.
Senators will first vote on a bill based on President Trump's proposal that he get border wall money in a trade for temporarily protecting
The mayor spot on rodeo coming up next. Give me your political
by Senate Chief Mitch
acclaim.
tests GOP resolve on the president's insistence that the government stay closed until he gets wall funding. Democrats insist it be opened before any border talks. And the second vote will be on a House bill that would temporarily open the government without wall money.
Get us out of the morass we are in.
But like with the first bill, the one Chuck Schumer's pitching stands little chance of passing, a day before 800,000 federal workers miss another paycheck. Sagar Magani.
Well, I got hot yesterday morning and started singing and everything else.
Today, ending their week-long strike.
By yourself, you got to play a
Teachers
song.
in Denver have voted to walk out, possibly as soon as next Monday. Flights back to normal this morning at a major New York
Well, I blame it on you.
New Jersey's Newark Airport after a drone scare.
Arrivals were briefly suspended last night after a drone was spotted over a nearby airport in the
Oh.
an unmanned aircraft affecting commercial air travel. The FAA received reports of drone activity over nearby Teterboro Airport and suspended incoming flights to Newark as a precaution.
Correspondent Ron DeRockstra. The already crowded field of Democrats considering a White House run in 2020 has just gotten a bit more crowded. The 37-year-old mayor of South Bend, Indiana, Pete Buttigieg, forming an exploratory committee, according to a video and email announcement. On Wall Street this morning, Dow futures are up 82 points, S&P futures 7 points higher. More on these stories at townhall.com.
The mayor of Opp, Becky Brackey.
The 15th annual Opp Rattlesnake Rodeo is Saturday and Sunday, March the 23rd and 24th. The weekend includes snake races, buck dancing, greasy pole climbing, kid rides, jazz music by Slim and the Soulful Saints. Several local artists, including Opp's own Nashville recording artist, Martin McDaniel. On Saturday, Tyler Farr. And on Sunday at 3 p.m., Craig Morgan hits the stage. Tickets are on sale now at City Hall, $10 in advance or $15 at the gate. Kids under 6 are free. Gates open at 8 a.m. Saturday and 10 a.m. Sunday. Come on out and have a good time at the Rattlesnake Rodeo.
In sports, I'm Ron DeRockstra in the
pretty
NBA.
good.
Last night, Thunder hold off the Trailblazers.
Got his 3 big hits in there, too.
Yeah. Paul
You
George,
noticed that?
36 points. Russell Westbrook with a triple-double. Portland guard Damian Lillard says they didn't protect the ball. well.
Exactly 60 seconds. Now I'm sending you all day to put videos in.
But you know, when you're in a game and you got a chance down the stretch, you got to take care of the ball. And when you do that, you know, it led to points for them.
Raptors get their 10th consecutive win, 120-105 over the Kings. Mavericks beat the Clippers, and the Timberwolves beat the Suns. On the ice, Sharks beat the Caps 7-6 in overtime. Coyotes beat the Senators 3-2. Blackhawks beat the Islanders 3-2. Red Wings over the Oilers 3-2, and the Flames beat the Hurricanes in overtime. That final score, 3-2. This is SRN Sports.
At Hardee's, we love to surprise people. Not like getting summoned to
You
church
trying to time it, what?
taking your backpack for a parachute. Our surprises are good.
Yeah.
Like adding our delicious loaded
Boy,
omelet
forgot
biscuit
he
to our
was
2
doing
for $4
sports.
mix and match deal.
Well,
Choose
no, I
between
think
our
it's
loaded
time.
omelet biscuit, our tasty Frisco breakfast sandwich, our bacon, egg, and cheese biscuit, or our savory sausage and egg biscuit. Get any 2 for $4. It's the best kind of surprise. I mean, it's no fooling into a paid parking meter, but it's a close second.
Hardee's because it tastes better.
Offer available for a limited time during regular breakfast hours at participating Hardee's restaurants. Price and participation may vary. Tax not included.
Ring in 2019 with Extreme, powered by Mediacom's future forward speeds up to 1 gig. And experience smarter TiVo-powered TV on every screen in your home. No smart TV required. Plus, get home phone service with unlimited nationwide calling. And this is a huge and. When you make the switch from your slow internet provider before this offer ends, you save 62%. That's 62% off internet with Wi-Fi, TV with TiVo Intelligence, and home phone. You get it all for as low as $21.66 each service a month for 1 year when bundled. You have to call 800-SIMPLIFY soon, though, like right now, because just like 2018, this offer won't last. Extreme, powered by Mediacom. Available to qualified new customers only switching from current internet provider. Price doesn't include activation, installation, modem rental, local broadcast station surcharge, regional sports surcharge, taxes and fees. Additional restrictions may apply. Not available in all areas. Call Mediacom for more details.
This week's specials at the Farmers IGA. Lean ground beef, $1.88 a pound. Fresh chicken tenders, $1.88 a pound. Fresh pork spare ribs, $1.88 a pound. Chicken and sea tuna, 5-ounce cans, 4 for $3. Purex laundry detergent, 150 ounces, $5.99. Fiora paper towels, 6 big rolls, $3.99. Coke, Diet Coke, and Sprite, 24 packs, $5.99. Russet all-purpose potatoes, 8-pound bag, 2 for $5.
Shop your hometown proud Farmers IGA in Lamar Plaza. Savings plus service equals IGA.
Caroline's Country Stores, Highway 84 East, Highway 134 at the county line, and in Antioch. Open 6
Got where
a.m.
it
to 7
loaded
p.m.
south
Monday
now.
through Saturday until 6 on Sunday.
Oh, you got to click. You got to run to the click.
Speed bend at 134 in Antioch.
But that showed us how, like,
Poplar at County
6:30 news, I was up there
Hutch
updating
Pizzas
my
at County
email
Line
and all in the
134,
office.
And U-Hauls at Carolina Country Store, Highway 84 East. That's where you'll find the Case 9.
As long as it stayed on that computer, you can't switch back and forth computers.
Now open. Highway 331 South. 5 a.m.
Or you
until
stay on that
9
computer,
p.m.
it doesn't.
and until 11 p.m. on weekends. And they have kerosene. Caroline's Country Store.
JR's Lawnmower Shop. It may not be springtime, but it is service time for your lawnmowers. The month of January, JR's Lawnmower Shop will service your push mower, your riding mower, your zero turn, and give you a free set of blades. Ask for the JR's service deal. Remember, if blades are good, we will sharpen your old ones and lay a new set on the floorboard or send a new set home with you. JR's Lawnmower Shop is your service center when it comes to service. Don't forget, we carry a large line of Husqvarna, Steel, Honda Power Equipment, an Easy-Go golf cart dealer, and also a Yamaha golf cart dealer. And you know what? We will not be undersold. Free pickup and delivery, JR's Lawnmower Shop down here in the Mill Village.
Please join us Thursday, February 7th.
Yeah, you go to the
for
music
steak,
file and
baked
there you can play the
potatoes,
song
salad, roll, dessert,
in
and tea
mixed
at
in it.
Mike's at Mizell. Each
But
place
you got to go to the music file on here. You can't go back and forth.
In
It'll
advance
be
of the
a
switchboard.
It'll be
You
the
can
same
dine
one.
in or carry out between 5 and 7 p.m. And all proceeds will go to help remodel Mike's at Mizell.
Op Health and Rehabilitation, a division of Northport Health Services.
Pretty
a
tight.
family-owned business.
Not like that there.
Our staff and residents are family.
I don't
Our
think the
residents
listener
maintain
notices any.
well-being. We care for life. We provide activities for residents, one-on-one when needed, and family members are always welcome. Our
I learned how to do that
rehabilitation
yesterday.
includes physical,
Watch out, baby.
occupational, and speech, short-term to long-term care. Visit our office.
I'm a slow learner, but once I get it.
Rehabilitation on Park Avenue, phone 493-4558.
Gives me so much. 3 newscasts. That's 45 minutes. Sunrise, 5:12 is our sunset. We got 1 minute and 18 seconds more daylight today. 11 hours and 20 minutes. So make it useful. And today is a day that you better get some things done because she's gonna be cold in the morning, man.
The cold is a coming.
It is. They say it's snow. Of course, that's Montgomery and above, but who knows?
That's right. Can never tell.
Never can tell. There is hope. Without hope, there's no chance at all, right?
That's right.
Kind of like the lottery. If you don't have at least one ticket, you haven't got a chance.
And I know the conversation is already going around. Are we going to be in school tomorrow? Are we going to be in school tomorrow?
Right now, yes. And they won't be no decision till 5 o'clock in the morning. But, you know, they're going to wait and see if it does what they say it's going to do first.
That's right. They got to.
Sure,
the further south we know, that the less likely it is to have snow.
Completely. So keep that in mind. There is a school in Montgomery. The Baldwin Middle School is not in session today because of a natural gas leak.
Oh.
That'll stop school every time.
Yeah.
But they'll be back in session tomorrow. So if you hear a rumor that Montgomery schools are out, only one of them, the middle school is out today.
Yeah.
Let's see. I was going to ask you, what was it? I was going to ask you something. Dadgummit. Oh! How was it having your vehicle crank before you got to it this morning?
That was nice. Well, it wasn't so bad this morning. It wasn't too overly.
Yeah, but you got to get in the habit of doing it every morning.
Well, I didn't do it this morning, but I do it tomorrow morning.
I do it every morning.
Maybe a different story.
I do it every morning.
Well, now that I know I can.
Even sometimes you got the air conditioner on, baby.
Yeah, that's right.
It's just a habit. Make it a habit. Part of your morning habit. I wonder, okay, how many out there is going to confess you got a vehicle in the last 2 or 3 years and didn't know your little key thingamajig, it's a spare, and got these little pictures on it, will crank your vehicle?
You could crank it without being in it, without putting the key in it and turning it.
Hey, I got caught with this. Haley caught me. I caught Jay. I just wonder how many people's got vehicles don't know they're cranked that way. I've got a feeling it's quite a few. I hope we educated some the day before. Yes.
Well, they've probably all been wondering what that little
thingamajig with hickey dodgers on it.
Little circle thing was with the arrow on it on your.
Just wondered what it was.
Keychain.
Scared to hit it because you didn't know what it done.
Yeah, he didn't.
Blow the horn and then
afraid the horn might start going off. Or something.
Yeah. They probably needed the horn to go off.
Well, it'll
didn't know there's one more step.
But you have to. It has to be locked before it'll do that. Yeah. Or mine does. It has to be locked.
Yeah. How about that?
And you cannot get in it when it's cranked and put it in gear and leave. You still have to put the key in it and turn it. So that's a little feature that that I wasn't shown, but they probably thought I was smart enough to figure it out, but I wasn't.
Well, I
had to be showed.
Welcome to the club.
There's a lot of things on there.
It tickled me that I got Jay on that, but then when I fessed up, the little 18-year-old got me.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
And I noticed you couldn't get her up yesterday morning to help you.
Hey, I didn't even try. Sometimes there's no use even trying some things. Plus, she's been sick. You know, she's got to getting over the flu now.
Okay. Just keep babying her.
That may be why I had the head cold yesterday, you know?
I don't know.
Man, I had a bad one, and I started hitting those Alka-Seltzer Pluses. Boy, they work.
That's good stuff.
About every 4 hours. When he first hits you, you better take them about every 4, because otherwise you start clogging up again. And, man, I've been popping them. They're too cheap, and I've found out from the doctor they won't kill you. Dr. Davis told me that a long time ago. They won't kill you. Dadgummit. Well, you trying to I didn't know how to take that for a moment. Do you want something else stronger so it would kill me? Oh, no. Did you catch W.W. Ward this morning when he said something about a flying saucer been around a while?
No, I didn't.
The flying saucers that we raised with. The hand flying saucers?
Frisbees?
Well, yeah. The Frisbee's been around since 1957 on this day. It was introduced. Whammo did it.
Whammo!
They call it the Pluto Platter when it first came out.
The Pluto Platter.
Manufactured by Frisbee, needless to say. Wow. So
I spent a lot of time. Yeah, I spent a lot of time.
We was raised with it, wasn't it?
And my cousins or friends throwing a Frisbee.
Back and forth?
Yeah.
Especially when they have football.
Yeah.
Yeah. When he came to town, he done that.
Frisbee football.
Out in the country, we played football, baby.
We played it. Frisbee football.
Yeah. Get tackled with it.
Now they even play Frisbee golf.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, how about that? I like this fast speed golf they do, where you go up on the golf cart and you hit it one hand.
Mm-hmm.
You never get out of the golf cart. That's pretty cool. Yeah.
Oh, you never get out of the golf cart.
Speed,
right up beside it.
Speed golf. President Bush, the last one, the younger one, that's what he played. He done it because you get more rounds in. Well, of course you get more rounds in, baby.
Well, I don't know about how accurate that would be, but.
Well, this definitely takes everybody says they're doing it for exercise. There goes the exercise.
Yeah, but I mean.
Other than your arms.
The true connoisseur of golf is not going to play that way.
A true golfer doing it for the health, wouldn't he also wouldn't have a golf cart?
If
a true golfer.
No, not necessarily. Because it is a golf cart.
To carry the golf clubs and all that.
That's right. You know, they've got those little, you can still walk, and they've got those little golf club carriers now that follow you wherever you go.
You pull it, yeah.
No, you don't have to pull it. It's motorized, and it follows you.
Yeah, it's got this homing thing on it.
Yeah. I prefer the golf cart.
But you know, the pros actually have a caddy, and the pros actually walk.
Yeah, they're not allowed to ride.
You know, they walk and have the caddy.
Yeah.
What did the caddy gets? 10% on his winnings, something like that.
I think it's different for different ones now.
Pretty cool.
The good ones and the higher paid ones probably do pretty good.
Be a caddy for a champion. And they want a certain caddy. They get where they want a certain caddy too, don't they?
Yeah. Well, you can see them talking to them all the time. They're always talking to them and asking them, I'm sure, questions like, you know, how far are we? Or what clubs
getting their
should we
opinions.
use?
Yeah. Getting a second opinion.
Yeah.
Kind of their quarterback.
It is somebody that they can kind of turn to and conference with.
I got this invitation to go to Dothan for a little press thing yesterday, I think it was, during the weekend, I don't know. And it didn't tell me what for. It just said it would be downtown. And now I know. They're unveiling a new boll weevil.
A new, in Enterprise?
Mm-hmm.
A new monument or what?
New one, yep. A new 100, after 100 years, they got a more life-size boll weevil. And I don't know.
Life-size?
Life-size would be little mother, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't get this, but anyhow, they're going to have something to do that. That's going to be on the 31st, I think. The statue was built December 11th, 1919. How about that? Didn't know that. I knew it been all around all my life. Wow.
That's pretty neat now.
They're going to have a big celebration this coming December, but they're going to kick off by unveiling the new look of the boll weevil statue. And then they're going to have a big December thing next year. How about that?
So are you going to be there?
I don't know. Thursday, January 31st, 6 p.m. at the Enterprise Civic Center. I might. If I can get, you know, I feel good this morning, but I'm loaded with medication, baby. I am really did. I missed city council meeting last night. That's how bad I felt, man. I didn't go.
You didn't go?
I did not go. No. And I found out that our cable TV, what used to be 6,
yeah,
which is on 310, 3 something. I finally did find it, though I never found the dang thing. But I found out the council meeting's not live on cable. I thought it was live this whole time. Used to be live. I got to check on that.
So it's not live.
It's not live. I don't know if it's recorded, played back at 7. I could never get an answer on all day from that. But so I never did see the council meeting. I was going to do it that way. In fact, I was going to Facebook it live from there live. You know what my old brain said. I don't want to be there. That didn't work. I got backfired on that one.
Well,
we're going to check with the mayor on that one.
Well, we're glad you're feeling better.
Oh, I feel a whole lot better. I got a little sting in it right now, but you know, that's part of it. But the cold too had me. Yes, sneezing and stopped up, and you know all that kind of crap. You know, when you can't breathe out of the nose, you don't feel very good, do you?
Well, you got to breathe some way, so.
Got to do the whole thing, get all the gnats and and flies and everything else flying by, baby. Yeah, 20 minutes now past 7 on a Tuesday morning, the mayor done pretty good on that spot, didn't she?
She did. That was a good spot.
Yeah. I made her
She's
sound
got potential.
good.
She's got some potential.
We may have to get her to do commercials for us.
Yeah.
Oh. Who's the mystery lady on the news?
Unfortunately, she's got a very recognizable voice.
You don't think I can sneak her in, huh?
No, I don't think you could sneak her in. I think there'd be too many people would recognize
her.
If that's what you were going for.
Well, you never know which way I'm going.
Never know.
No.
No. We no, do not know.
The mayor never knows either. She actually learned to trust me, though. She knows to fear me, but she does trust me. She knows I might go the other way if you don't watch it. But like our mayor, because I can joke with her and all, and she takes it the right way, and you can disagree with her.
Oh yeah,
that's what that's what it's all about, man. Me and my cousin, the chairman of the county commission, we had a little disagreement yesterday too. But that's okay.
It happens.
Oh yeah, I mean.
Well, and I recorded a story for them. Sounds like they've got a constituent who disagrees with them too.
Oh yeah, we cut it. I cut it way down.
Oh yeah.
But I will have it posted for tomorrow, and what all she brought up, and she has some little legit things, but the chairman has some legit firebacks too. So you know, and I called him last week. I said, Greg, I'm having a lot of complaints about the roads not being, and he said the rain has got them so far behind, it's unreal.
Well, I would imagine so. Is what people forget about the roads is you get all that rain and then all that traffic because they've got to let it dry out a little bit before they get back on it.
And it's better with this rain, leave it alone.
Yeah, but people still try to go up and down them, and they make them worse. You know.
What he's going to do when they make this complete round, when the engineers tells him that they have done a whole round, he's going to do a little press release, and he's also going to ask, did your road was it done in the last 4 weeks, whatever the round is, 4 weeks, 5 weeks,
whatever it takes.
And then if not, they want you to call in and then add it to the round. You know, it may be one of them side roads that somehow or other's got ignored because the foreman retired, or you know what.
Well, and I don't know how many road graders that the county has in operation, but they don't give them things away.
No, it's hard to get good drivers too.
Oh yeah, I mean that's.
And they've had a lot. The old timers are retired.
You got to know a little bit about what you're doing too.
They've lost a lot of 20 and 30-year experienced people in retirement over there.
Yeah,
that hurts too.
It does.
So anyway, they're getting back on it. Let's put it that way.
Now, I don't know how Covington County does. I'm sure they probably do the same thing. There are a lot of times that bus drivers would call the county commissioner and say, look, this road is getting really bad. Could you help me out? And next thing you know, they're down there with some gravel.
That's priority.
Road graders. Yeah.
Bus routes are priority. I know that. And it is.
But the bus drivers are usually good about reporting bad roads to the commissioners. That's one thing.
And on bad weather, you know, the sheriff department is the first one that usually tries to go down the roads for them ahead of time too.
A lot of times they do. That's right.
So they know the bus routes. Yes. So
that's something I thought of too. Looking at it, you need to get old Blake over here his first week in office. Let him ever how long he's been in.
He ain't got time his first week in office. Me and him not talking about that. Wait, we're going to wait till the fire fly us down, you know. So yeah, he's coming, yeah, by all means. But also they've got new phone numbers and all that. I'm getting new numbers for them and all that.
Are you still getting jail reports?
Oh yeah. For all them ladies, I think still there. It's not usually now. You know, it used to be a sheriff election a whole mass changeover,
just a fruit basket turnover.
But they're secure now with the years and all. You know, they may get transferred to another job, but you can't just walk in there and fire them anymore, not like they used to.
Yeah, used to they could do that. They wanted their people. But the thing is, if you do your job and you do it well, it shouldn't matter who the sheriff is. You know who you
Well,
box.
if you're a police officer, whether it be a sheriff or Covington County or with the state troopers or with the city of Op, stay out of the election. Just don't have no opinion because you got to work for the next one no matter what.
That's right.
But,
Well, that seems like a smart thing to do.
Just be neutral and stay out of it.
Yeah, you might get on toilet duty or something if you've been bad mouthing.
Well, that's true. Hey, they can find a way to fire you. There's no doubt about that.
Oh yeah.
Y'all, the key is if you're in management, is write up the person 3 times. You write them up 3 times, you can fire them, man. You just got to call them in 3 different things they violated, and then it'll stand up in court, man.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I hate to say it, but usually the first 3 times I have an issue with my employees here, I write it down, put it in a personnel file. It may be 2 years later before I ever have to have a come to Jesus meeting. But I'm protected because of the early paperwork.
Like the old elephants, you don't ever forget.
We don't do that, baby.
Well, it's because you write it down because old people forget things.
Exactly right. I know how to do that.
And all that gray on your face tells me that you're old, Robert.
Well, that is the Johnson Industry. I learned that from Johnson Industry, who was one of the owners of the mill, the cesspool time, you know. And my dad was supervisor and all that. He learned me that. Write them up 3 times, blah, 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 you know, and then you got it.
Oh, yeah.
And,
Well,
you don't have to.
Yeah, we knew that. You had to have some.
So he taught me that, and I really followed that one. 26 minutes now past 7 on a Tuesday. You know what I done yesterday? I got the celebrity birthdays out, and then I forgot to do them.
I don't doubt that.
Can
I
you
do
believe
not doubt that at all.
Can you believe I done that?
I tell you, when I'm not able to be here,
Yeah,
you just fall apart.
Yeah, and not feeling good on top of that. Yeah. I reckon I better get them, huh?
Well, if we want to do them, we're going to have to get them.
We got to do them.
I will tell everybody. We went to Birmingham yesterday. We went down 280, stayed at Childersburg, and went down 280. The traffic was not bad.
Yeah.
And then we hit the 459 kind of little bypass circle around Birmingham, going back to I-65, and the traffic was not bad. But now we must have hit it at a time when it's not
so bad.
Too bad. But the section of bridge that they're tearing out is that long section over there that's 2059, I think it is. It goes right beside the, I don't know if they call it the Civic Center or what it is over there, where they have all their shows and everything. And, but that's the section that's going to be out there, rerouting a lot of that traffic through the streets of Birmingham. So I imagine that is
down rough.
I imagine that's a mess now. That's got to be a mess. But I was told that they're having to redo those bridges because they were only built the last 30 years. Now that didn't make a lot of sense to me, and they've been there for 60 years.
Yeah. 30
years. You don't. I mean, there's bridges I know in Covington County that's 100 years old, probably.
Oh, we had
still strong.
We had the most condemned bridges at one time of any county around, but the tornadoes and hurricanes and all that has helped us replace a bunch of them.
Well, yeah, through FEMA or something like that.
We've been very fortunate.
But the other thing is, we probably don't have thousands and thousands and thousands of cars and big trucks going across them every day. But
we got a lot of bridges that had to put up new weight loads.
Well, yes, we have, and some of them buses couldn't cross, and that forced bus drivers to have to take different routes and all, and made it a lot.
And then they closed one road completely, you know, and rebuilding the road, and they're not going to rebuild the bridge.
Yeah,
that became an issue.
A lot of things like that, a lot of road issues, and they.
But anytime you can eliminate a bridge, you save the county money in the future.
And that's one thing that the legislature is wanting to do with the gas tax, is put it back into the infrastructure, and if they're able to pull it off.
Well, the cities and counties are wanting wanting half of it too if they do it instead of 10%.
Yeah, they're wanting that, and actually,
and they got a good
I think the cities were getting less than less than half of 10%.
They got a little,
because the county, and they were complaining that they need more, and the county.
The traffic load. They're saying their traffic load is heavier. You know, but we'll see what happens there.
We will. I'm sure there'll
be a compromise somewhere.
Yeah, there will. Today is Wednesday, January the 23rd, and we want to say happy birthday to some famous folk. Tiffany Thyssen is an actress. She's in the TV show Beverly Hills 90210. She's 45 today. Mariska Hargitay is an actress in Law and Order Special Victims Unit 55. Gail O'Grady is an actress in NYPD Blue. She's 56. Boris MacGyver is an actor. He's in the TV show House of Cards. He's 57. Anita Baker, who's a singer, Grammy Award winner, is 61. Princess Caroline of Monaco Royalty, she's 62. Robin Zander is a singer with the group Cheap Trick. He's, 66. Richard Dean Anderson is an actor in the TV show MacGyver, is 69. Anita Pointer, she was one of the Pointer Sisters. She is 71. The Neutron Dance song. I'm So Excited. Automatic, Slow Hand. Those are some of the songs Anita was involved with. Rutger Hauer is an actor from Nighthawks. He is 75. Jill Gerard is an actor, was in Buck Rogers' The 25th Century. He's 76. And then finally, Cheetah Rivera is an actress and a dancer. She was Tony Award winner and was in the play Kiss of the Spider Woman. She is 86 today, born in 1933. Happy birthday to these and all of our celebrities.
And they continue on. But those discontinue will not have any more birthdays here on Earth. Johnny Russell. Rednecks, White Sox, and Blue Ribbon Beer. That's a bad beer. Would have been 79, passed away in 2001. Ernie Kovacs, the comedian, would have been 100, passed away in 62. Humphrey Bogart, the African Queen, Casablanca, Key Largo. Boy, he was in some good ones, wasn't he?
He was.
Smoked 5 packs of cigarettes a day. He was married to Laura McCall. Would have been 120, passed away in 57. Oh, I got another one. You thought I had a big one there? Randolph Scott.
Whatever happened to Randolph Scott?
Ride with High Country, Go West Young Man, The Lost of the Mohegans, one of the most popular Western stars. I do get to see him on the Grit channel quite a bit.
Oh, yeah.
Would have been 121, passed away in 87. And those are your celebrities. Whoop! Didn't mean to do that. I wasn't ready for that.
Weren't ready.
No, we got 1 more minute, be 4 minutes late. Because Randy Griffin will get off schedule if we don't have it 4 minutes late.
I'm sorry, Coach. I can't get him to stop.
Oh, do. We're waiting for 4 minutes late, Randy.
Mercy.
Let's go to Washington. As I hit it 4 minutes late.
Teachers walk back into their classrooms this morning. Teachers in Denver may soon be walking out. LA teachers their week-long strike by tentatively approving a new contract with the school district. Over in Denver, teachers have voted to hit the bricks, possibly as soon as next Monday. Still a long way from a done deal. 33 days into the partial government shutdown, there is a glimmer of hope for a resolution of the standoff.
Senate leaders agreeing to vote on competing bills to end the shutdown. One, the president's request for full funding. The second, reopen government through February while also border security continues. Neither one is likely to pass, but there is a small sign of hope for 800,000 federal workers about to miss the second consensus table.
Did anyone say, build the wall? I never The White House going ahead with plans for next week's State of the Union speech.
I've seen it in any videos.
After a review of the videos, NBC News could not hear anyone shouting that hot-button phrase. But Nathan Phillips claims he heard the teens shout, "Build the wall." Phillips was with a group of Native Americans coming from an Indigenous Peoples March when he can be seen walking between the students and the protesters.
I intervened, and things just escalated from there.
Phillips says he was trying to diffuse the tense situation. Sandman says he was confused about Phillips's motives and why he was there.
At first, a flight into and out of a major New York City area airport last evening.
Media is trying to make something out of it.
Reports of drone sightings.
The kids are going to staring.
In New Jersey. On Wall Street this morning, futures pointing to a higher open later on. Right now, Dow futures up about 167 points. S&P futures better by 13. NASDAQ futures up 24. More of these stories at townhall.com.
CCB time is 7:35. Time for you to drop by CCB here in Opp. Meet our local staff, talk over our local community activities, talk over your banking needs. Member FDIC. Good morning. I'm Robert Booth.
I'm Jay Michael.
For Dateline Action News, brought to you by
Farmers IGA,
Southern Independent Bank,
TNC Pharmacy,
the Woodmore,
Mizell Memorial Hospital,
Covington Eye Care,
JR's Lawnmower Shop,
Hotties.
Well, changes in leadership are underway in the town of Gordon. Tuesday, the town council held a special meeting to officially declare the mayor's seat vacant. Councilors also voted for the town clerk to submit the vacancy paperwork to the governor's office. This comes after the council stripped Elbert Melton of his power following Hurricane Michael. They accused him of abandoning the town during the storm and showing up after the storm had passed. And most recently, he was found guilty of 2 counts of absentee voter fraud. Council members and citizens say now that he is removed from office. They see hope for the future of Gordon. The town council will meet February the 6th for a work session to discuss next steps in leadership. The meeting will be held at 5 p.m. at the Senior Center and is open to the public.
An Alabama man reported missing a few days ago has been found deceased by police in LaGrange. Police say that at approximately 10 p.m. they received information that Mako Cooley, a man reportedly missing from Alabama on January the 19th, may be in the area of Moody Bridge in LaGrange. Police found Cooley deceased in a vehicle on the 100 block of Spring Street at approximately 12:58 a.m. on January the 22nd. Now, the initial investigation found that he had been shot in the upper torso, died as a result of the injuries. Police are calling this a murder investigation. There's no word of any suspects at this time as police continue their investigation.
An anonymous tip led to the arrest of a Dothan man Friday on the 18th after police say 2 of his children were found playing in the roadway. You had this story earlier. On Shiloh Street alone.
The last newscast.
While a 3rd child was found inside the residence with their passed out father. Joshua Allen Wayne Smith, 23 of Dothan, is charged with 3 counts of chemical endangerment of a child. According to Dothan Police Lieutenant Lynn Watkins, an anonymous call came into the Dothan Police Department regarding the well-being of 2 children who were playing in the street unsupervised. The 3 children were turned over to the Alabama Department of Human Resources. Smith is currently in jail with no bond.
Maxwell Air Force Base and the Montgomery Police Department are investigating after an incident involving gunfire forced the base to lock down Tuesday. According to Phil Baru, the civic DAF with the Maxwell Air Force Base, the incident took place about 12:30 a.m. Airmen with the 42nd Security Forces responded to the football field on the base after a call of suspicious activity. While investigating, Barua said a suspect fired shots, and when security forces attempted to take them into custody, they ran from the base. Baru confirms the base went to lockdown for safety concerns despite the incident happening away from the inhabitable facility. The all-clear was given after the base was deemed secure. The media has reached out to the Montgomery Police Department for a comment on the investigation. No word from them at this time.
Well, a Dothan man charged with manslaughter after allegedly shooting his teenage friend was denied youthful offender status. Fisher Corbin Ships, 20 of Dothan, was arrested May the 21st in the fatal shooting of 19-year-old Christian Mullins. A jury trial is set for March the 4th. A Houston County grand jury indicted Ships late last year, after which his attorney filed an application for youthful offender in November. Houston County Judge Todd Derrick denied the youthful offender application. According to police, Ships fired a shotgun at Mullins, striking the victim in the abdomen. Police have determined alcohol was involved. Dothan Police investigator Curtis Stevens previously told the Dothan Eagle several of the people in the home were looking at the firearm before the shooting occurred.
Former Congressman Arthur Davis has officially announced he will be entering the race for Montgomery mayor. In a video post to social media Tuesday, Davis states that he will emphasize his own roots in the Montgomery Public Schools and his commitment to revive the school system failing schools. Davis also stressed that his direct experience fighting crime would guide his approach to making the city safer. Davis started his career as a federal prosecutor in the Middle District. Davis previously ran in the Montgomery mayoral race in 2015 but lost to current mayor Todd Strange. Davis finished second ahead of Dan Harris, Ella Bell, and Barua Browder. Now, chairman of the Montgomery County Commission, Elton Dean, has already announced that he will be a candidate for the Montgomery mayorship. Check your time. It is now 7:40 here at WOPP.
Dr. Joshua Driver and the friendly staff at Covington Eye Care would like to thank all of you for your continued confidence in our ability to care for you and your family.
Our newly renovated office offers all the latest technology to give you a comprehensive eye examination, as well as detect and treat. We're pleased to now offer many surgical procedures as we partner with Dr. Brent McKinley, board-certified cataract surgeon.
We carry the newest styles of Costa Del Mar and Maui Jim sunglasses for all your summer fun. We also have an extensive line of frames to meet the needs of those on a budget, as well as those looking for Nike or the popular Coach line. And hey, Jack, we even carry the Duck Commander line.
For the contact lens wearers, we have the most comfortable brands, and for those who want to change it up a bit, we now offer the brand New Air Optics Color Contacts.
So call us today at 493-6600 to set up your next appointment, or visit us at 604 North Main Street in Opp to give us an opportunity to meet all your eye care needs.
At Hardee's, we love to surprise people. Not like getting summoned to jury duty or mistaking your backpack for a parachute. Our surprises are good, like adding our delicious loaded omelet biscuit to our 2 for $4 mix and match deal. Choose between our loaded omelet biscuit, our tasty Frisco breakfast sandwich, our bacon, egg, and cheese biscuit, or our savory sausage and egg biscuit. Get any 2 for $4. It's the best kind of surprise. I mean, it's no pulling into a paid parking meter, but it's a close second.
Hardee's because it tastes better.
Offer available for a limited time during regular breakfast hours at participating Hardee's restaurants. Price and participation may vary. Tax not included.
Christine Mount Ross, age 94, resident of Brantley, passed away Monday. Funeral services will be held 11 a.m. at the Brantley Baptist Church. Burial will be in the Brantley Cemetery. Christine Mount Ross is survived by her husband, James Ross, her brother, Carol Mount, 2 children, Ronald and Ramona Ross, Linda and Dale Graham, 5 grandchildren, 4 great-grandchildren, 2 siblings, Marlene Bailey and Oliver and Dolores Mount. Memorial donations can be made to the Brantley Baptist Church.
One of the biggest questions facing Alabama and the good old USA is, what will happen to our aging population? The Woodmore on Highway 331 North wants to be a small part of the answer. We're an assisted living facility with an emphasis on assisted. One of the things Americans cherish most is our independence, but as we age, sometimes a little help is needed. If you have any questions with how assisted living works, call the Woodmore at 493-2721 or come by for a visit. We'd love to show you around.
Check with Woodmore on rehab or temporary care. 1 day, 1 week, or 1 month. Woodmore, we care. Christine Mount Ross, age 94, resident of Brantley, passed away Monday. Funeral services will be held 11 a.m. at the Brantley Baptist Church. Burial will be in the Brantley Cemetery. Christine Mount Ross is survived by her husband, James Ross, her brother, Carol Mount, 2 children, Ronald and Ramona Ross, Linda and Dale Graham, 5 grandchildren, 4 great-grandchildren, 2 siblings, Marlene Bailey and Oliver and Dolores Mount. Memorial donations can be made to the Brantley Baptist Church. The family will be receiving friends at the church 1 hour prior to services. Effie Mae Russell, age 70, of Andalusia, passed away Sunday in her residence. Funeral services will be held 2 p.m. at K Funeral Home and Chapel of Andalusia. Burial will be at the Eden Baptist Church Cemetery in Babby. Effie Mae Russell is survived by son Lamar Grissett, 2 grandchildren, 5 great-grandchildren, 3 sisters, Mary Jo Hester, Charlene Taylor, Diane Grissett. Ely Ray, age 88, passed away at his home in Adiana recently. Funeral services will be Friday at 2 p.m. from the Foreman Funeral Home in Chapel. Burial will be at the Macedonia Cemetery in Rose Hill. Visitation will be 2 hours before funeral services. Ely Ray is survived by sister Deland Moyer and her husband Conrad. Several nephews and nieces. Memorials can be made to the Parkinson Foundation. David Earl Powell, age 68, a resident of Luverne, passed away Tuesday. Survived by wife Linda Griffin Powell, 5 children, Amanda and Mauro Powell, Yvonne Powell, and Rita Mount Johnny Cox, Earl Powell, Jeffrey and Stacy Lisley. 8 grandchildren, 10 great-grandchildren, 4 siblings, Scotty and Lisa Powell, Diane Darce, Wanda and Randy Matthews, Francis and Yvonne Mitchell. The family will hold a memorial service for David Earl Powell at a later time. Barbara Ann Knight, age 63, a resident of Luverne, passed away Sunday. Survived by her 5 children, Chris and Michelle Knight, Thelma and Eric Han, Lisa and Melton James McMillan, Michael Knight and James McDaniel. 9 grandchildren, 3 great-grandchildren, 2 sisters, Joyce and Jesse Williams, and Sidney and Wayne Phillips. A memorial service for Barbara Ann Knight will be announced at a later time. Georgia Mary Straught House, age 88, of Brundage, passed away Saturday at her residence. Survived by 2 grandchildren, 4 great-grandchildren, and 3 great-great-grandchildren. Funeral services for Georgia Mary Straught House are incomplete and will be announced later by Cahey Funeral Home of Clio. Michael Joe Bulger, age 60, of Opp, formerly of Michigan, passed away Monday at his residence. Survived by wife Christy Elrod Bulger, daughters and son-in-law
Call the gun shop.
Trudy Chandler, Rachel Bulger, and Sean Bulger. 2 sons, Brent and Zane
Just to
Bulger.
confirm,
10
you'd
grandchildren,
like to call off gun
Sarah,
shop James and
Colin,
Clifford?
Ruby,
Yes,
Kathy, and
call.
Bulger, sisters and
Call
brother-in-law,
gun shop
Cindy
James
and
and
Mike
Clifford.
Lohr, Yvonne and Delmark Rose, Madeline and Mark Brown, brothers and sister-in-law, Patrick and Ruth Bulger, Jim and Yvonne Bulger. A memorial service for Michael Joe Bulger will be held at a later date in Selma. Keith Pearson, age 86, of Strawn, passed away Tuesday at his residence. Funeral services for Keith.
Good morning, Robert.
Hey, fella. They didn't say nothing about breaking in or when I called them this morning.
Yeah, well, we got informed by supposedly Bowers got broke into twice. And this morning, or another day, not this morning, but another morning, somebody was trying to break into Sweet Teas. And but the guy was back in the kitchen.
Oh.
And he ran out and he goes, hey, I'm not open yet. And they took off running.
Oh.
So, like I said, we heard this because the guy from Bowers came here. He got a donut this morning. And he was telling us about it. So.
They try to get in his place twice?
I'm sorry, what?
They tried to get in his place twice already?
Well, they got in twice.
Oh, got in both times, yeah.
Got in twice and stole money out of the register. But see, they don't have alarm system. I don't know why.
Yeah.
Of course, my donut shop's protected.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, the donut shop has got the same security on it. We just don't have the bars in the front windows.
Right.
Yeah, so, matter of fact, I was kind of shocked that, like the detective or something didn't come by and talk to the store owner. Hey, this is going on, blah, blah, blah. So.
Sam Williams had problems when he had this Parks place there. He got broke in several times. He let it be known he didn't keep money there. He left his register open, which a lot of merchants do that. But that building's not that hard to secure. They would, to me, it's well built. The only way to get in it, if they secure it correctly, would be break out the bladed windows, and then your alarm should go off like crazy.
Oh, I know it.
And security's too cheap not to do it now. Plus, you're talking about 10 to 20% off on your insurance.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, it cost me $23 a month for monitoring. No, yeah, it's $23 a month for the equipment's $23 a month till we paid off. But it's $46 a month for monitoring, and that includes the video recording and everything.
But you make that saving on the insurance, don't you?
Oh, yeah. I get a discount because I got it insured. Plus, this tax deductible as well.
So kind of don't make sense, does it?
It doesn't. Well, you know, the problem is that so many people here are thinking they have to go with ADT or something like that.
Yeah.
ADT is expensive.
Yeah.
ADT will run you about $100 for a business. Will run you about $120 a month.
Yeah.
They're ridiculous. I got a business company called
Wednesday will be
and
picked up on Thursday.
like I said, it only costs $45 a month to nanny. And the reason why it's that much is because I have 4 cameras, and my cameras record 24/7. And anytime the alarm gets triggered or something,
there will be special prayer for the sanctity of human life candlelight
Right.
vigil to be held Wednesday, January the 30th, between 5:30 and 7:30.
But you know, even these little things they're selling now on TV, $19.95, that kind of stuff, records for 24 hours. You stick it in your regular computer if you need it. I mean, that's a pretty way. That's an easy way to record 24-hour activity now. It's cheap.
Wherever you are at 12 noon, you just pause and join this prayer channel. We hope to see you on the steps or be with us in our joint prayer at noon every Thursday.
Opp High School will host a pre-act meeting Thursday at 5:30 at the Media Center. All sophomores and their parents need to attend this meeting. Students will receive their pre-act scores and information regarding preparing for the ACT.
The Alabama Cooperative Extension System will be offering a beekeeping workshop on Thursday from 6 to 8 p.m. It will be held at 23952 Highway 55 across from the Health Department in Andalusia. To register or for more information, please call 222-1125.
The 4th annual Mizell Memorial Hospital Chili Cook-Off will be Friday at 11:30 a.m. at Mike's at the Mizell Dining Room. One of the hottest events of the year, and after judging, chili will be available for purchase to the public and employees. All proceeds raised to benefit the Mizell Memorial Hospital Patient Benevolence Fund. Bring your chili to the dining room by 10:30 a.m. for judging.
You're cordially invited to attend the retirement celebration of honor. Chief Michael McDonald as we celebrate the conclusion of his journey in law enforcement. Friday, 3 p.m. at the Opp Senior Activity Center, 500 Bradley Street. District 4 Community Meeting Friday afternoon at 5 p.m. at the Hard Street Community Center. Councilman Levon Hines reminds everyone with questions or concerns, please come to the meeting.
The Covington County Child Advocacy Center is taking orders for its Spring Box lunch sale. Casey Perry, director of the center, said support for the semi-annual fundraiser has been great to date. The center provides forensic interviews and counseling sessions for child abuse victims at no cost to the families. The lunch sale is set for Wednesday, February the 6th. Pickup will be at Southside Baptist Church, or delivery will be available from 11 a.m. until 1 p.m. The cost of the box is $10 per box, and donations are also welcome. Deadline to order is Thursday, January the 31st. To place your order, you can call 222-1881, or you can email covctychildadvocacy@gmail.com.
The mayor of Becky Brackey.
The 15th annual Opp Rattlesnake Rodeo is Saturday and Sunday, March the 23rd and 24th. The weekend includes snake races, buck dancing, greasy pole climbing, kid rides, jazz music by Slim and the Soulful Saint. Several local artists, including Opp's own Nashville recording artist, Martin McDaniel. On Saturday, Tyler Farr. And on Sunday at 3 p.m., Craig Morgan hits the stage. Tickets are on sale now at City Hall, $10 in advance or $15 at the gates. Kids under 6 are free. Gates open at 8 a.m. Saturday and 10 a.m. Sunday. Come on out and have a good time at the Rattlesnake Rodeo.
Right.
At Mizell Memorial Hospital, our mission is to provide the highest quality health care in a Christian manner with hometown compassion to the communities we serve. We have knowledgeable physicians and exceptional staff who work hard every day to address the needs of our patients. We provide a range of services like our Senior Behavioral Care Unit, Sleep Center, Emergency Department, or Wellness Center. Mizell Memorial Hospital has been a part of the community for over 60 years and is committed to quality and compassion. We are proud to be your community hospital. Mizell Memorial Hospital, every day making a difference.
JR's Lawnmower Shop. It may not be springtime, but it is service time for your lawnmower. The month of January, JR's Lawnmower Shop will service your push mower, your riding mower, your zero turn, and give you a free set of blades. Ask for the JR's service deal. Remember, if blades are good, we will sharpen your old ones and lay a new set on the floor, send a new set home to you. JR's Lawnmower Shop is your service center when it comes to service. Don't forget, we carry a large line of Husqvarna, steel, Honda Power equipment, an easy-go golf cart dealer, and also a Yamaha golf cart. And you know what? We will not be undersold. Free pickup and delivery, JR's Lawnmower Shop down here in the Millville.
Congratulations to the varsity boys basketball team on an area win over rival Strand in overtime, 57-50 with the win. Is guaranteed to play in the number 2 versus number 3 game near the area of the tournament. Will play the winner of the Strand Geneva game that will be played Friday. The area tournament, which will be
art stuff.
The Parks and Recreation baseball, softball, and t-ball registration through Friday 9 a.m. until 12. 1 o'clock until 4. Registration fee $35. Baseball, t-ball must be 5 before or on April the 30th, 2019. Softball, t-ball must be 5 before or on August the 31st, 2019. Parks and Recreation Office, 1000 Calvert Road.
All right, son, I got to get back to work. I've got to log in about the 4-year log, and then I got to go and start working.
5K walk run will be Saturday, February the 2nd. 9 a.m. at Lake Jackson in Florello. $30 entry fee. Meet at the amphitheater at 8:45. Race begins at 9 a.m. Medals presented after the race at the amphitheater. To register online, go to register.conatrack.com.
The City of Andalusia Relay for Life team is offering barbecue sack lunches for pickup on Friday, February 8th. Each sack will include the barbecue sandwich, chips, drink, and cookies. They are being pre-sold only, and you must turn in your ticket to pick it up. The drive-through pickup will be at the Adult Activity Center at 401 Walker Avenue in Andalusia. If 10 or more are ordered, we will deliver between 10 and 1. For more information, call 334-222-6891.
The 2019 Opp High School Boosters Banquet is Thursday, February the 14th at 7 p.m. at Opp Middle School Multipurpose Room. A steak dinner and a chance to win $5,000. Get your banquet ticket from a Booster Club officer. $100 donation, a meal for 2, a chance for $5,000. Go Bobcats! The Opp Rattlesnake Rodeo 5K 2019, Saturday, March the 23rd, Opp High School, 502 North Malloy Street in Opp. Running 5K and walking 5K, $25. Rodeo armband to the first 200. The long sleeve tech shirts are awesome. Start time, 9 a.m. sharp. Race day registration and packet pickup starts at 7:15. For complete information, go to OppRattlesnakeRodeo.com. That's Dateline Action News. Ops only locally owned and operated news service. Hear it first on WOPP and repeated later across town.
This is your moment.
At Hardee's, we love to surprise people. Not like getting summoned to jury duty or mistaking backpack for a parachute. Our surprises are good, like adding our delicious loaded omelet biscuit to our 2 for $4 mix and match deal. Choose between our loaded omelet biscuit, our tasty Frisco breakfast sandwich, our bacon, egg, and cheese biscuit, or our savory sausage and egg biscuit. Get any 2 for $4. It's the best kind of surprise. I mean, it's no pulling into a paid parking meter, but it's a close second.
Hardee's because it tastes better.
Offer available for limited time during regular breakfast hours at participating Hardee's restaurants. Price and participation may vary. Tax not included.
This week's specials at the Farmers IGA. Lean ground beef, $1.88 a pound. Fresh chicken tenders, $1.88 a pound. Fresh pork spare ribs, $1.88 a pound. Bluebell ice cream, half gallon, 2 for $10. Sours mayo, 30 ounces, 2 for $3. IGA ketchup, 24 ounces, 69 cents. Sweet Baby Ray's barbecue sauce, 18 ounces, 99 cents. Russet all-purpose potatoes, 8-pound bag, 2 for $5.
Shop your hometown proud Farmers IGA in Lamar Plaza. Savings plus service equals IGA.
Here's your Winnipeg LA weather. I'm Rod Tanner. This morning we'll have showers. We got to have a thunderstorm this afternoon. Some storms could produce heavy downpours. Our high 68 as winds goes to 30 miles an hour. With showers, we get a thunderstorm this evening. There's a chance for rain overnight. Again, we can have heavy rainfall. Low 39 as winds goes to 20 miles an hour. Thursday looks to be mostly sunny with a high 59. Clear, cold conditions Thursday night with a low 33. Friday within the week with sunshine on a high 53. Again, we'll have showers. We can have a thunderstorm today with a high of 68. That's the latest Lower Alabama weather here on WOPP.
A 59 is our low this morning. The winds, well, they are from the east-northeast up to 9 miles per hour, currently 5 to 6 miles per hour. Let's see, the official sunrise at 6:43, the official sunset at 5:12. What is that out there? Haze? Overcast? Let's go with overcast. Overcast, 62 degrees here at the studios of WOPP. This is WOPP in Alabama. The time is exactly 8 a.m.
As Los Angeles teachers walk back into their classrooms this morning, teachers in Denver may soon be walking out. LA teachers have settled their week-long strike by tentatively approving a new contract with the school district. Over in Denver, teachers have voted to hit the bricks, possibly as soon as next Monday. Still a long way from a done deal, but 33 days into the partial government shutdown, there is a glimmer of hope for a resolution of the standoff.
Senate leaders agreeing to vote on competing bills to end the shutdown. One would approve the president's request for border wall funding. The second would reopen government through February 8th while talks on border security continue. Neither one is likely to pass, but they are a small sign of hope for 800,000 federal workers about to miss their second consecutive payday.
Capitol Hill correspondent Molly Hines says votes scheduled for tomorrow. The White House going ahead with plans for next week's State of the Union speech at the U.S. Capitol.
White House Press Secretary Sarah Huckabee Sanders says there is no reason to change the date or the location from the traditional speech. She says House Speaker Nancy Pelosi already extended the necessary invitation for the president to appear before a joint session of Congress.
He accepted. She cited security concerns as a potential reason to delay it. Those concerns were addressed by the Department of Homeland Security and the United States Secret Service, and this point we're moving forward.
The White House was also reportedly looking at alternative locations.
That's correspondent Jackie Quinn. A drone scare prompted a brief interruption of flights into and out of a major New York City area airport last evening. Authorities now investigating reports of drone sightings near Newark Liberty International Airport in New Jersey. On Wall Street this morning, futures pointing to a higher open later on. Right now, Dow futures up about 167 points. S&P futures better by 13, NASDAQ futures up 34. More on these stories at townhall.com.
The great saint of God, Francis of Assisi, was terrified of leprosy. But one day as he was walking down a road, he saw a leper. Instinctively, his heart shrank back, recoiling from the contamination of that loathsome disease. But then he realized that he was wrong. And ashamed of himself, he ran and cast his arms around the neck of that leper, and he ministered to him. Hey, when you come in contact with those who are different from you, how do you respond? Do you reach out with arms of love, or do you shrink back? Determine today, with God's help, to love others unconditionally, accepting their differences. If this seems especially difficult, remember that God loves you unconditionally, and there are no restrictions on his love. I'm so glad. And that, my friend, is something to think about. I'm Gary Miller, pastor of Westview Baptist Church in Opp.
There's things that my dad used to do when I was growing up. When I walked out the door, he would say, "Do you have gas in the car and a quarter to call if you need me?" Now, it's time to take care of my dad.
At Comfort Care Hospice, we consider it an honor to care for those with life-limiting illness. We care for their physical, emotional, mental, and spiritual needs, enhancing their quality of life and your peace of mind. And because we're based in your community, we can be by your side when you need us, day or night. Comfort Care, the right hospice, right here.
With SRN Sports, I'm Ron DeRockstra. Let's start in the NBA, where last night the Raptors beat the Kings 120-105. Thunder 123-114 over the Trailblazers. Mavericks down the Clippers 106-98. And the Timberwolves beat the Suns, final 118-91. Short schedule on the ice as the NHL now at its All-Star break. Sharks beat the Caps in overtime 7-6. Coyotes 3, Senators 2, Blackhawks 3, the Islanders 2. Red Wings beat the Oilers 3-2. And the Flames by the same score, but it took them overtime to beat the Hurricanes. At the Australian Open quarterfinals, Naomi Osaka beats Elena Svitolina, and Serena Williams lost to Karolina Pliskova after being called for a foot foul on match point. Women's semifinal match pits Osaka against Pliskova. This is SRN Sports. Good morning, I'm Alan Schofield, and this is the WOPP birthday party for Wednesday, January 23rd, 2019. Brought to you by The Sweet Shop, located inside the Farmers IGA in Lamar Plaza. Let's say good morning and happy birthday to Andy Barbary. Stephanie Lawley celebrates today. Therese Musgrove, also Stacy McCormick. Birthday wishes for Nancy Norris. Craig Strickland, Charles Creel, also Judy Musgrove gets a candle today. Birthday wishes for Scott Smith, Kimberly Bland. Birthday wishes for Catherine Tillis, and also Wayne Reynolds. It's celebrating a birthday today. Let's check in with Robert and see who's on his list, and I'll be back with a winner in a moment.
Well, I'm checking this right here, checking it twice, you know, kind of like Santa Claus does, you know. Yeah. Let's see. I believe we got LaQuina Pratt with a birthday today, Jeannie Cook with a birthday today, and let's see, Jimmy Sexton with a birthday today. Let's see, I've even got Steve Sexton with a birthday today. Let's see, who else with birthdays I've got today? Vicky Holly with a birthday today. And let's see, who else for today? Neil Patel with a birthday. Tracy Worley with a birthday today. Aaron Willett with a birthday today. And let's see, Jack Armstrong with a birthday today. Happy birthday, buddy. Let's see, double check. I believe, nope, I found another page. Craig Strickland with a birthday today. And I believe that gets our birthdays for today.
The IGA Sweet Shop offers custom cakes, handmade to order birthday and anniversary cakes, as well as cakes for other special occasions like teen parties and team parties. Call in your orders ahead of time at 493-9805. That's at the IGA Sweet Shop inside Farmers IGA in Lamar Plaza.
Let's say happy birthday and congratulations to our birthday party winner for the day, Craig Strickland. Happy birthday, Craig. Hope you have a great birthday today. And be sure you come by the radio station during our lobby hours. In the morning, 6 until 10, or in the afternoon, 2 until 5. And grab that coupon to get your free birthday cake from your friends at the Sweet Shop inside the Farmers IGA in Lamar Plaza. And your friends right here at your community radio station, WOPP.
The American Legion Post 157, Highway 29 North in Ghent is open Tuesday through Saturday, 2 o'clock in the afternoon, Tuesday through Thursday, 1 o'clock on Friday and Saturday, until Don't forget, pool tournament every Thursday night. Karaoke every Friday and Saturday night. Free pool Tuesday and Thursday. And we have bar snack. At the American Legion, drop in and say hi to Jeannie. At the American Legion, Post 157, Highway 29 in Ghent. Caroline's Country Stores, Highway 84 East, Highway 134 at the county line, and in Antioch. Open 6 a.m. to 7 p.m. Monday through Saturday until 6 on Sunday. Off-road diesel. Feed bins at 134 in Antioch, Copper Kittle at County Line, Hunt's Pizzas at County Line at 134, and Lee's Cafe and U-Hauls at Carolina Country Store, Highway 84 East. That's where you'll find the Case 9. Caroline's Country Store.
Today we salute you, Mr. Hot Dog Eating Contest contestant. What does it take to eat 24 hot dogs in 12 minutes? Determination, fortitude, and a complete disregard for what they actually put in a hot dog. What's for dessert? 9 pounds of antacids and 7 hours of routine angioplasty. So crack open an ice cold Bud Light, oh diplomat of the dog. Bud Light beer, Anheuser-Busch.
Distributed by Horn Beverage Company, Donna Horn, Sam Zipper, and Jim Booty Bruce.
Larry's Prescriptions is your local pharmacy with local people you know and trust. Larry's accepts all major Part D Medicare plans and Alabama Medicaid. Neil and the staff can help simplify Part D and help pick a plan that's best for you. Larry's carries leader brand OTC products at great prices and offers flu shots, no appointment necessary. Larry's Prescriptions, a Bobcat Gold Club member, 801 North Main Street. Call 493-3549.
From the moment I said I do, I promised to always love her. From the moment I first held my son, I promised to always be his hero. When it comes to my family, I will never break a promise. That's why I bought life insurance from Auto Owners Insurance, to make sure my family is secure, no matter what. Come by and see Jerry Booth, Diane Carter, and Nikki Roberts.
At the Service Agency 306 North Main Street next to Spurling County.
911 will not dispatch us. Be sure to call direct 493-0911. Dial 493-0911 direct for Opportunity EMS. Dial 493-0911 for local and out-of-town ambulance service from Opportunity EMS. Dial 493-0911, not 911, for emergency and non-emergency transport from Opportunity EMS. Locally owned and operated for over 20 years by Mr. Hayward Mallon. Opportunity EMS has wheelchair vans and their own record and maintenance service. You have a choice. Choose Opportunity EMS. Dial direct 493-0911. Opportunity EMS. 911 will not dispatch us. Be sure to call direct 493-0911.
I was never great at math, but at Hardee's, it's simple. $4 gets you 2 breakfast sandwiches. Grab a delicious biscuit, a Frisco breakfast sandwich, or a loaded omelet biscuit. That's 1 plus 1 more for $4. I'm no math whiz, but I just sold breakfast. Hardee's because it tastes better. At Hardee's, we make our juicy, thick burgers the right way, with 100% black Angus beef and fire. We even figured out a way to weed out our less dedicated employees. Traitor! The burgers need fire! New Angus thick burger melts, only $3. Hardee's because it tastes better.
Here's your weather bug LA weather. I'm Rod Tanner. This morning we'll have showers. We could have a thunderstorm this afternoon. Some storms could produce heavy downpours. Our high 68 as winds goes to 30 miles an hour. With showers, we could have a thunderstorm this evening. There's a chance for rain overnight. Again, we could have heavy rainfall. Low 39 as winds goes to 20 miles an hour. Thursday looks to be mostly sunny with a high 59. The clear, cold conditions Thursday night with a low 33. Friday within the week with sunshine on a high 53. Again, we'll have showers. We could have a thunderstorm today with a high of 68. That's the latest Lower Alabama weather here on WOPP. Waking up with Mr. Morning,
59 degrees is our low this morning. The winds, well, they are from the northeast, something like that. North, yeah, there we go. There we go. Got the wrong volume. 59 is our low this morning. The winds are from the east, northeast, up to 7 miles per hour. Been as high as 9. 62 degrees here at WOPP. Nice having you in with us. 14 minutes past 8 a.m.
Today I'm more confused. Yet I look for the light through the pouring rain. You know that's a game that I hate to lose. And I'm feeling the strain. Ain't it a shame? Oh, give me the beat, boys, and free my soul. I wanna get lost in your rock and roll. When my mind is free, you know a melody can move me. When I'm feeling blue, the guitar's coming through to soothe me. Thanks for the joy that you've given me. I want you to know I believe in your song. Rhythm and rhyme and harmony. You help me along, making me strong. Oh, give me the beat, boys, and free my soul. I wanna get lost in your rock and roll and drift away. Give me the beat, boys, and free my soul. I wanna get lost in your rock and roll and drift away. Oh, give me the beat.
Hey, that's Lobo bringing back memories of yesterday. Me and you and a dog named Boo at 24 minutes now past 8 a.m. Hey, we got Triple Nars coming in about 9:05. We'll talk about the Super Bowl and who knows what else we'll talk about. I'll tell you what I want to tell you. The Men's Conference 2019 with the keynote speaker David Patt from Real World. He'll be focusing on the target and forgiveness, marriage, and financial stability. It will happen at the Buck Creek Baptist Church in Red Level. It will be on February the 23rd, 8 a.m. until lunch. Lunch will be provided. The tickets are $20. Starts at 8 o'clock. Group session at 8:15. David will speak at 11:15. Lunch at 12. And clay shoot and fellowship games to follow at 1 o'clock. So they're going to have a lot of fun with it too. So it's a men's conference. Make plans now to be for especially if you like to shoot targets. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I think might want to do that. Let's see. Mike's at Mizell. Of course, the big breakfast going on as I speaketh, and they do not deliver. Damn gummit. Western omelet delivered would be great. Otherwise, at lunch today, they got beef pot roast, loaded mashed potatoes. Oh, they're good. Carrots. They got chicken salad dude, original buffalo, and cranberry pecan. They've got tomato biscuit soup also today. That's at Mike's at Mizell. Tomorrow, they got wings, fried, barbecue, and hot. They got fries and a coleslaw served with that. Ooh, yeah, baby. Looks good for today and tomorrow. On behalf of us at J.M. Jackson Buick, Chevrolet Buick. Which way does it go? It goes Chevrolet Buick. Okay. J.M. Jackson Chevrolet Buick. Buy it the right way, the J.M. Jackson way. Everyone at J.M. Jackson Chevrolet Buick cordially invites you to consider them in your future automobile needs. As long-time, lifetime members of the community, we understand how important integrity and honesty is in our area, and we believe vehicle purchasing should be treated with the same respect. Our extended new and used inventory makes the decision very easy. Trusted team makes buying and service needs even easier. Hey, we hadn't got it on a lot. Man, we'll get on that computer and we'll surf with you. And we'll make a deal. We'll bring it in and bring it to you to try. I mean, man, all they want you to do is walk in and say, I need to talk to one of those certified sales consultants. Like old Brad Booth or Tori Reisenhower, Cody Hall, Jonathan Parrish, Bobby Hall, or the Laney brothers themselves. They will work for you. Now, if you need Jay, you can do that too. But Jay got other things to do. He'd rather his salespeople handle it because, you know, that one-on-one touch. But he will work with you too. He's going to make the financing decision too. And I think he's got somebody training for the finances, but he still has that yes or no. And then, of course, Nolan's making sure every warranty thing is done correctly. And Brock is your man in the shop. And man, do they do a great job in the shop. J.M. Jackson Chevrolet Buick. Buy it the right way, the J.M. Jackson way. Go by and tell Brock you want the air changed in your tires. He loves doing that. Tell Brock I want the air changed in my tires, and he'll know who put you up to it. Let's see. Caroline Country Store 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Not yet, Robert. Stop. 4. There we go. That's where the gas station is on the highway, Florella Highway. That's where you pull in at 5 o'clock in the morning and get some gas or kerosene. They're there till 9 o'clock during the weekdays and 11 o'clock on weekends. Oh, yeah, but now the other 3 stores don't keep quite that rugged hours. They start about 6 in the morning, go to 7 in the evening. And we're talking about 1, 2, and 3, 84. Oh, where they got the U-Hauls at. And we're talking about Antioch. And we're talking about 134 where the Copper Kettle is. Oh, yes, go by and try the Caroline Country Stores. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Not yet. 5 coming soon. We'll tell you about that when that happens. Okay? All right. Have I done all the things I'm supposed to do this morning on that? I think I've done most of the things I'm supposed to do this morning. Oh, I know what I was supposed to do. Ballard Commuter Service. I knew I'd missed something. Ballard Commuter Service. 493-9737. 493-9737. 493-9737. Call old Brandon up and say, hey, Brandon! Where's that computer you're repairing for me, man? I need it back. By the way, I do need one. Brandon, time to bring it back. I know you got it fixed because that got out here. That's okay. 493-9737. 493-9737. Ballard Computer Service. He does a great, great job. He's a pretty good old boy, so, you know, it won't hurt to do a little business with him, and you'll be glad you did. Well, of course, Ballard Computer Service. I think I've ran my mouth long enough to go to the news. Well, we got to wait. We got 30 seconds, okay. Clock on the wall says 30 seconds before we go to the news. Oh, well, I think I can run my mouth for 30 seconds, don't you? How many going to vote on that one? You think I can run my mouth for 30 seconds? Yeah, everybody, yeah. I think we're going to hit a home run there. This is WOPP at Op, Alabama. Nice having you with us this morning.
I'm Rich Thomason. Some key aspects of President Trump's upcoming State of the Union speech still up in the air. For example, there's a question of exactly
morning.
where the
Morning.
House Speaker Nancy Pelosi has asked the president to delay the address while the government shut down. A White House official, though, says the administration's moving as originally planned for the president to address Congress next Tuesday. It says the White House has asked the House Sergeant at Arms to schedule a walkthrough at the Capitol. It's also working on contingency plans and considering potential backup venues like a rally. Pelosi did not address the White House's decision to move forward, saying only, "We just want people to get paid for their work." Sagar Magani, Washington.
And the Senate will
You
vote
don't
tomorrow
give
on
a
two
rat,
competing
honey.
bills for reopening the government. One is a Democratic bill, the other Republican. Neither of those ought to have enough votes.
You curious?
No shortage of Democrats considering a presidential run next year, and now the mayor of South Bend, Indiana, adding his name to that long list.
37-year-old Democrat Pete Buttigieg has announced he's forming
Hackleberry, Louisiana. Good morning, Tommy.
presidential bid.
What in the world are you doing in Hackleberry, Louisiana?
Buttigieg says the country needs
Hackleberry.
what he describes as a fresh start. He has touted his work.
Not blueberry, but Hackleberry. Okay, gotcha, man. Hackleberry.
100,000 residents once described as dying. Buttigieg also says Democrats could benefit from a new generation of leaders as they try to unseat President Trump. I'm Mike Hempel.
Los Angeles teachers heading back to the classroom today. Their week-long strike is over. Authorities are investigating drone flights that briefly interrupted operations at New Jersey's Newark Liberty International Airport last evening. Wall Street this morning, Dow futures up 162 points, S&P futures 11 points higher. More on these stories at townhall.com.
My problem is going home and laying up with my head like I'm supposed to. I can't. I think of so many things I need to be doing.
The first homicide of 2019 in Madison County. Sheriff's officials say
I'm not naturally lazy. I wish I was.
In the shooting of 28-year-old Eric Arredondo, deputies say Jones was at his home Saturday night when he shot Arredondo. With the news flash, I'm Trey Westerberg on your hometown radio station 1290 WOPP.
The CCB's mobile app now provides you with more confidence and peace of mind with our new Card Valet feature. Card Valet gives you greater control and security over using your debit card. Turn your debit card on and off, receive alerts, and manage usage restrictions at the touch of a button. Just one more way CCB makes your life easier. CCB Community Bank, serving our community since 1947. Member FDIC.
Quicken Loans presents the Sports Flash, driven by Jeep on your hometown station, 1290 WOPP. Alabama upsetting 20th-ranked Ole Miss 74-53 at Coleman Coliseum Tuesday night. John Petty leading the way for the Crimson Tide with 15 points. Dante Hall with a double-double of 11 points and 10 rebounds. Alabama forced 16 turnovers on the night. They go to 12-6, 3-3 in the SEC. Auburn on the road, upset by South Carolina in Columbia, 80-77 as the Tigers dropped to 13-5. Bryce Brown and Jared Harper each had 17 points for the Tigers. Chris Silva pointed 32 for the Gamecocks as Auburn drops to 2-3 in the SEC. The Atlanta Braves and outfielder Nick Markakis have agreed to a new deal, 1 year worth $6 million. He returns to Atlanta where he hit .297 with 14 home runs and 93 RBIs, earning his first All-Star appearance. Hurry in now for great deals at the Jeep Start Something New event. I'm Tony Desiri on your hometown station, 1290 WOPP.
This is Jay Jackson, J.M. Jackson Chevrolet Buick, inviting you to search our new and used inventory online at jmjackson.com. See current offers, pre-qualify, find out how much your payments will be, chat with a representative, schedule a test drive or service appointment, get coupons and more. It's easy. All you have to remember is jmjackson.com. J.M. Jackson, we've been around for over 67 years and 4 generations. See who we are, what we have to offer, everything you want to know and more at jmjackson.com. And when you buy it the right way, the J.M. Jackson way.
Mahindra presents the Race Flash.
Powered by SB Nation Radio.
Meyer-Shank Racing has announced Jack Harvey will race an expanded schedule in the IndyCar Series that'll include the Indy 500 and the street course races in Detroit and Toronto. He will drive 10 races total. Mercedes Formula One driver Valtteri Bottas will race this weekend at the Arctic Rally in Finland in a Ford Fiesta World Rally car. Bottas co-driving with Kimi Räikkönen. And Sauber will unveil its 2019 Formula One car in preseason testing in Barcelona February the 18th. Kimi Räikkönen driving for Sauber for the first time in 18 years. And former NASCAR Managing Director of Competition John Darby joins the United States Auto Club for the USAC Quarter Midget Series. He will head that series that has produced a number of NASCAR drivers. That's your Mahindra Race Flash.
Powered by SB Nation Radio.
At Mizell Memorial Hospital, our mission is to provide the highest quality health care in a Christian manner with hometown compassion to the communities we serve. We have knowledgeable physicians and exceptional staff who work hard every day to address the needs of our patients. We provide a range of services like our Senior Behavioral Care Unit, Sleep Center, Emergency Department, or Wellness Center. Mizell Memorial Hospital has been a part of the community for over 60 years and is committed to quality and compassion. We are proud to be your community hospital. Mizell Memorial Hospital, every day making a difference.
Christine Mount Ross, age 94, resident of Brantley, passed away Monday. Funeral services will be held 11 a.m. at the Brantley Baptist Church. Burial will be in the Brantley Cemetery. Christine Mount Ross is survived by her husband, James Ross, her brother, Carol Mount, 2 children, Ronald and Ramona Ross, Linda and Dale Graham, 5 grandchildren, 4 great-grandchildren, 2 siblings, Marlene Bailey and Oliver and Dolores Mount. Memorial donations can be made to the Brantley Baptist Church. The family will be receiving friends at the church 1 hour prior to services. Effie Mae Russell, age 70, of Andalusia, passed away Sunday at her residence. Funeral services will be held 2 p.m. at KE Funeral Home and Chapel of Andalusia. Burial will be at the Eden Baptist Church Cemetery in Babby. Effie Mae Russell is survived by son Lamar Grissett, 2 grandchildren, 5 great-grandchildren, 3 sisters, Mary Jo Hester, Charlene Taylor, and Diane Grissett. Ely Ray, age 88, passed away at his home in Adiana recently. Funeral services will be Friday at 2 p.m. from the Foreman Funeral Home and Chapel. Burial will be at the Macedonia Cemetery in Rose Hill. Visitation will be 2 hours before funeral services. Ely Ray is survived by sister Deland Boyer and her husband Conrad. Several nephews and nieces. Memorials can be made to the Parkinson Foundation. David Earl Powell, age 68, a resident of Luverne, passed away Tuesday. Survived by wife Linda Griffin Powell, 5 children, Amanda and Mauro Powell, Yvonne Powell, and Rita Mount and Johnny Cox, Earl Powell, Jeffrey and Stacy Lisley. 8 grandchildren, 10 great-grandchildren, 4 siblings, Scotty and Lisa Powell, Diane Norris, Wanda and Randy Matthews, Francis and Yvonne Mitchell. The family will hold a memorial service for David Earl Powell at a later time. Barbara Ann Knight, age 63, a resident of Luverne, passed away Sunday. Survived by her 5 children, Chris and Michelle Knight, Thelma and Eric Hand, Lisa and Melton James McMillan, Michael Knight and James McDaniel. 9 grandchildren, 3 great-grandchildren, 2 sisters, Joyce and Jesse Williams, and Sidney and Wayne Phillips. A memorial service for Barbara Ann Knight will be announced at a later time. Georgia Mary Straught House, age 88, of Brundage, passed away Saturday at her residence. Survived by 2 grandchildren, 4 great-grandchildren, and 3 great-great-grandchildren. Funeral services for Georgia Mary Straught House are incomplete and will be announced later by Cahey Funeral Home of Clio. Michael Joe Bulger, age 60, of Opp, formerly of Michigan, passed away Monday at his residence. Survived by wife Christy Elrod Bulger, daughters and son-in-law Victoria and Chris Lee, Trudy Chandler, Rachel Bulger, and Sean Bulger, 2 sons, Brent and Zane Bulger, 10 grandchildren, parents, Donald and Ruby Athian Bulger, sisters and brother-in-law, Sydney and Mike Laura, Yvonne and Delmark Rose, Madeline and Mark Brown, brothers and sister-in-law, Patrick and Ruth Bulger, Jim and Yvonne Bulger. A memorial service for Michael Joe Bulger will be held at a later date in Selma. Duke Pearson, age 86 of Strawn, passed away Tuesday at his residence. Funeral services for Duke Pearson are incomplete and will be announced by KU Funeral Home.
Funerals are added to our local news as soon as possible after receiving them from the funeral home. Funerals are also posted daily on the WOPP Facebook page.
This week's specials at the Farmers IGA. Lean ground beef, $1.88 a pound. Fresh chicken tenders, $1.88 a pound. Fresh pork spare ribs, $1.88 a pound. Bluebell ice cream, half gallon, 2 for $10. Sours mayo, 30 ounces, 2 for $3. IGA ketchup, 24 ounces, 69 cents. Sweet Baby Ray's barbecue sauce, 18 ounces, 99 cents. Russet all-purpose potatoes, 8-pound bag, 2 for $5.
Shop your hometown proud Farmers IGA in Lamar Plaza. Savings plus service equals IGA.
The Opp City Council met Tuesday night in an effort to address what was described as severe dog program. The Opp City Council agreed Tuesday to begin finding owners who don't abide by the city lease law. Currently, there's no dog pound or animal shelter in the city of Opp. City officials work with a local veterinarian to house stray dogs that are picked up. The city will issue pet owners a citation the first time they catch a dog on the loose, and then there'll be a $300 charge the next time it happens. Mayor Brackey said if someone's dog is missing and they think the police have taken it, they can take a picture of the dog to the police station and file a report. Right now, the policy in Opp for dogs is that they have to be behind a fence or own a lease. The Opp City Council agreed to sell 4.79 acres of land on the southeast side of the bypass by Hideaway Road to Billy Whitehead. The council also abated property at 602 West Ida, approved the purchase of 2019 Chevrolet Tahoe and a 2019 Ford F-150 for the Opp Police Department. The Opp Police Department report 1 arrest overnight on a warrant for failure to appear. The Opp Police Department reporting 5 in their jail. Andalusia Police Department reported 2 arrests overnight, 1 for obstruction of governmental operation, 1 for attempting to elude and possession of drug paraphernalia. The Andalusia Police Department reporting 6 in their jail. Company County Sheriff Department booked in 5, 1 for violation of probation, 1 failure to appear, 2 counts, 1 failure to appear, 1 sentence, 1 failure to appear in possession of drug paraphernalia. 12 released, 232 in the Covenant County Jail. The City of Opp's track Tuesdays will be picked up on Wednesday. Wednesday will be picked up on Thursday. Thursdays and Fridays trash will be picked up on Friday.
Join us in prayer every Thursday at 12 noon at the Opp City Hall. We will gather for 5 minutes of prayer as we pray for our city.
There will be special prayer for the sanctity of human life candlelighting prayer vigil to be held Wednesday, January the 30th between 5:30 and 7:30 in Andalusia at the courthouse in recognition of Sanctity of Human Life Month.
It'll start when the clock at the First Baptist Church finishes its 12 strikes to mark 12 noon. Somebody will then open in prayer while everybody else will have silent prayer. And if you can't join us wherever you are at 12 noon, would you just pause and join this prayer chain? We hope to see you on the steps or be with us in our joint prayer at noon every Thursday.
Opp High School will host a pre-act meeting Thursday at 5:30 at the Media Center. All sophomores and their parents need to attend this meeting. Students will receive their pre-act scores and information regarding preparing for the ACT.
The Alabama Cooperative Extension System will be offering a beekeeping workshop on Thursday from 6 to 8 p.m. It will be held at 23952 Highway 55 across from the Health Department in Andalusia. To register or for more information, please call 222-1125.
The 4th annual Mizell Memorial Hospital Chili Cook-Off will be Friday at 11:30 a.m. at Mike's at the Mizell Dining Room. One of the hottest events of the year, and after judging, chili will be available for purchase to the public and employees. All proceeds raised to benefit the Mizell Memorial Hospital Patient Benevolence Fund. Bring your chili to the dining room by 10:30 a.m. for judging.
You're cordially invited to attend the retirement celebration of honor Chief Michael McDonald as we celebrate the conclusion of his journey in law enforcement. Friday, 3 p.m. at the Ops Senior Activity Center, 500 Bradley Street. District 4 Community Meeting Friday afternoon at 5 p.m. at the Hard Street Community Center. Councilman LaVon Hines reminds everyone with questions or concerns, please come to the meeting.
The Covington County Child Advocacy Center is taking orders for its Spring Box lunch sale. Casey Perry, director of the center, said support for the semi-annual fundraiser has been great to date. The center provides forensic interviews and counseling sessions for child abuse victims at no cost to the families. The lunch sale is set for Wednesday, February the 6th. Pickup will be at Southside Baptist Church, or delivery will be available from 11 a.m. until 1 p.m. The cost of the box is $10 per box, and donations are also welcome. Deadline to order is Thursday, January the 31st. To place your order, you can call 222-1881, or you can email covctychildadvocacy@gmail.com.
The mayor of Op, Becky Brackey.
The 15th annual Op Rattlesnake Rodeo is Saturday and Sunday, March the 23rd and 24th. The weekend includes snake races, buck dancing, greasy pole climbing, kid rides, jazz music by Slim and the Soulful Saints. Several local artists, including Op's own Nashville recording artist, Martin McDaniel. On Saturday, Tyler Farr. And on Sunday at 3 p.m., Craig Morgan hits the stage. Tickets are on sale now at City Hall, $10 in advance or $15 at the gates. Kids under 6 are free. Gates open at 8 a.m. Saturday and 10 a.m. Sunday. Come on out and have a good time at the Rattlesnake Rodeo.
S&P Communications on the North Bypass here in Op for your professional radio communication and tower needs here in South Alabama. Call on Jay Sperling and staff for all your generator needs for your business or your home. The in-place generator or the portable generators. Don't be without power during or after the storm. Sale, installation, and service. Call S&P Communications 493-6729. We know how to keep the lights on.
Over the years, technology has changed many times. It's better, it's more efficient, and your Touchtone Energy partner has stayed on top of the changes to serve you better. But one thing we haven't changed is our commitment to customer service. Today's technology is bigger and better than ever before, and our promise of reliable electric service remains strong. Technology has changed, but our commitment to customer service hasn't.
The Op City Utilities, your local Touchtone Energy cooperative.
Congratulations to the varsity boys basketball team on an area win over rival Strawn in overtime 57-50. With the win, Op is guaranteed to play in the number 2 versus number 3 game during the area tournament. Op will play the winner of the Strawn Geneva game that will be played Friday in the area tournament, which will be February the 7th. The Op Parks and Recreation baseball, softball, and t-ball registration through Friday 9 a.m. until 12. 1 o'clock until 4. Registration fee, $35. Baseball, T-ball must be 5 before our own April the 30th, 2019. Softball, T-ball must be 5 before our own August the 31st, 2019. Op Parks and Recreation Office, 1000 Cameron Road, next door to WOBB. Phone 493-7970. Cancer Free's 5K Walk Run will be Saturday, February the 2nd. 9 a.m. at Lake Jackson in Florello. $30 entry fee. Meet at the amphitheater at 8:45. Race begins at 9 a.m. Medals presented after the race at the amphitheater. To register online, go to register.conatrack.com.
The City of Andalusia Relay for Life team is offering barbecue sack lunches for pickup on Friday, February 8th. Each sack will include the barbecue sandwich, chips, drink, and cookies. They are being pre-sold only, and you must turn in your ticket to pick it up. The drive-through pickup will be at the Adult Activity Center at 401 Walker Avenue in Andalusia. If 10 or more are ordered, we will deliver between 10 and 1. For more information, call 334-222-6891.
The 2019 Opp High School Boosters Banquet is Thursday, February the 14th at 7 p.m. at Opp Middle School Multipurpose Room. A steak dinner and a chance to win $5,000. Get your banquet ticket from a Booster Club officer. $100 donation, a meal for two, a chance for $5,000. Go Bobcats! The Opp Rattlesnake Rodeo 5K 2019, Saturday, March the 23rd, Opp High School, 502 North Malloy Street in Opp. Running 5K and walking 5K, $25. Rodeo armband to the first 200. The long sleeve tech shirts are awesome. Start time, 9 a.m. sharp. Race day registration and packet pickup starts at 7:15. For complete information, go to OppRattlesnakeRodeo.com. That's Dateline Action News. Opp's only locally owned and operated news service. Hear it first on WOPP and repeat it later across town.
Hometown shopping just makes sense. This is your hometown.
One of the biggest questions facing Opp, Alabama, and the good old USA is, what will happen to our aging population? The Woodmore on Highway 331 North wants to be a small part of the answer. We're an assisted living facility with an emphasis on assisted. One of the things Americans cherish most is our independence, but as we age, sometimes a little help is needed. If you have any questions with how assisted living works, call the Woodmore at 493-2721 or come by for a visit. We'd love to show you around.
Check with Woodmore on rehab or temporary care. 1 day, 1 week, or 1 month. Woodmore, we care.
Here's your Weather-Bug LA weather. I'm Rod Tanner. This morning we'll have showers. We could have a thunderstorm this afternoon. Some storms could produce heavy downpours. Our high 68 as winds goes to 30 miles an hour. Showers, we could have a thunderstorm this evening. There's a chance for rain overnight. Again, we could have heavy rainfall. Low 39 as winds goes to 20
I'm
miles.
back.
Thursday looks to be mostly sunny with a high 59. A clear, cold conditions Thursday night with a low 33. Friday will end the week with sunshine on a high 53. Again, we'll have showers. We could have a thunderstorm today with a high of 68. That's the latest Lower Alabama weather here on WOPP.
59 is our low this morning. The winds are gusting up to 9 miles per hour out there this morning. Currently about 7 miles per hour. The official sunrise at 6:43. The official sunset at 5:12. We got a minute and 18 seconds of more daylight than yesterday. A total of 11 hours and 20 minutes of daylight for today. It's overcast, 64 degrees. Get through the weather today. Guess what? Tomorrow morning, we might even be cold enough for snow. Oh, can you believe it? Hey, we don't have the weather you want right now. Hang around. We'll have it one day.
Fire to open Sunbelt Conference play, and they're back in Trojan Arena this week. Thursday at 6 will be Cancer Awareness Night as the Trojans take on ULM. General admission tickets are just $5 for this game. And Saturday at 2, Troy takes on Louisiana as part of 80s Day. We'll be playing the best hits from the 80s all game long. And grab a bingo card on Saturday for basketball bingo for your chance to win great prizes. For Troy women's basketball tickets, visit TroyTrojans.com/tickets. And we'll see you at Trojan Arena.
People listen to WOPP for many reasons.
I think people listen for the music. Every time I turn the radio on, they seem to be playing a song I enjoy. I don't know what I'd do without it.
I think people listen for the program. And some just can't agree on why people listen.
It's the music. They play the best of the classics. It's a mix I can't find anywhere else.
No, it's the program.
Well, that may be true, but I think people mainly listen for the great music.
No, it's the thoughtful and educational programs.
It's the music.
Programs.
Music!
Programs. Although some people may not agree on why they listen, whether it's for the music, programs, or both, people can agree on one thing. If you're going to listen, listen to the best. WOPP.
Well, hello there, my friends. Welcome back again to Moments with the Master. My name is Trey Poole. I am the minister of the gospel right here at the Op Church of Christ. As we get back into our lesson, my friends, we're going to look at this question that we left off with yesterday, and that is, why is Jesus the only one who can satisfy the Lord's wrath? The Lord's wrath. God's wrath has to be satisfied. Remember our word from yesterday? Propitiation. Propitiation means to satisfy. God's wrath had to be satisfied. Man, in and of himself, cannot do that. So God had to provide his own propitiation. And his name, Jesus. And so, why is Jesus the only one who can satisfy the Lord's wrath? Well, let's look at it. Let's go in our Bibles to Romans chapter 3, verse 21. Paul here says, but now a righteousness from God, apart from the law, has been made known, to which the law and the prophets testify. Who was it that came from God that the law and prophets in the Old Testament were pointing to? You said it, my friend, Jesus Christ. Jesus the Christ is different from all mankind because he never sinned. John chapter 8, verse 46, 2 Corinthians 5 and verse 21, Hebrews chapter 5, we learned that Jesus was tempted in all points, yet without sin. Jesus was the Lamb without blemish, 1 Peter 1 and verse 19. He and he alone is righteous. Therefore, only the sacrifice of a sinless, spotless Jesus can justly satisfy God's wrath against our sins. Listen to Paul a little bit later on. Here in Romans 3, verse 24 says, and are justified freely by his grace through the redemption that came by Christ Jesus. Notice a few words there. Justified by grace through Jesus. Obviously, that's not in and of ourselves. Man could have never accomplished this because all of us are contaminated with sin. Remember Romans 3:23, for all have sinned? The definition of grace is unmerited favor. So Robert, let's please don't think that we could ever earn or merit God's favor by some great thing we have done. You see, once Jesus died in our place, God could then extend his gift of grace to us and once again reestablish his favor towards sinful, unrighteous, undeserving man. This should show us how God's grace works and how our favor with God comes through the death of Jesus. Here's another way to describe or think about grace. Imagine a person traveling 100 miles an hour. I mean, they are booking it. 100 miles an hour in a 25 mile per hour speed zone.
Fun.
The police officer pulls the person over and decides not to give that person a ticket. This would be called mercy.
Last night, isn't it?
Mercy is not giving the person what he deserves.
I think it was
Grace is even better than mercy. Imagine that same police officer handing the guilty driver a key to the city, a check for $1 million, and the keys to a brand new sports car. Man, that would be too good to be true. That's how God's grace works. Grace gives good things. When we have done bad things, we're talking unmerited, undeserved. Now, please don't ever think that grace rewards us for our sin, but it rewards us in spite of our sin. That reward is not a sports car, not even money, but the privilege of sinful man becoming a child of God and being allowed to live with him in heaven for all eternity.
If you got a good used one, my mom and daddy would probably be in the market to buy one right now.
A printer?
Mm-hmm.
Therefore, whenever
We may, I don't know. I have to check with Ronnie before we get rid of any. We got some.
Then at that point, we are starting to get it. Grace is absolutely wonderful. So we talked about two of these three words, grace and saved. Tomorrow, we're going to look at this third word
That was,
we pointed out.
we'll definitely talk about the ball game.
That is faith. We're in
game
Ephesians chapter 2, verse
Maybe that's about
It always is when we play
So I
them.
hope you'll join us
The last
tomorrow
3 or 4
as
times we
we
played them here, it's been
continue
that way.
to break this down and unpack it as we better understand God's solution to the problem of man's sin, this grace, faith solution. We'll be with you tomorrow, Lord willing. Hope you'll come back.
This is WOPP in Opp, Alabama. Let's go to Washington, D.C. It is 9 a.m.
Townhall.com. I'm Rich Thomason.
Alrighty.
Aspects of President Trump's upcoming
And I need to go back there and do one more.
For example, there's a question of exactly when and where the address will take place.
House Speaker Nancy Pelosi has asked the president to delay the address while the government shut down. A White House official, though, says the administration's moving as originally planned for the president.
There's your thing.
Tuesday.
Watch your thing now.
You get that way? House Sergeant at Arms
and then,
to schedule a walkthrough at the
oh,
Capitol.
they're not a Friday
He's
turkey
also
fries.
working on contingency plans and considering potential backup venues like
I
a
bet
rally.
it's legal by
Oh, Lord, Robert. That means I have to go hunt down what I had.
Saying only, we just want people to get paid for their work. Sagar Magani, Washington.
And the Senate will vote tomorrow on 2 competing bills for reopening the government. One is a Democratic bill, the other Republican. Neither of those thought to have enough votes to pass. No shortage of Democrats considering a presidential run next year, and now the mayor of South Bend, Indiana, adding his name to that long list.
37-year-old Democrat Pete Buttigieg has announced he's forming an exploratory
Is that all you needed? You needed any extra copies of it or anything?
In video obtained by the Associated Press, Buttigieg says the country
I got the
needs to
copy
be
machine right there if you
described
need me
as a
to.
fresh start. He has touted his work to improve South Bend, a Rust Belt city of 100,000 residents, once described as dying. Buttigieg also says Democrats could benefit from a new generation of leaders as they try to unseat President Trump. I'm Mike Humphrey.
Los Angeles teachers heading back to the classroom today. Their week-long strike is over. Authorities are investigating drone flights that briefly interrupted operations at New Jersey's Newark Liberty International Airport last evening. Wall Street this morning, Dow futures up 162 points, S&P futures 11 points higher. More on these stories at townhall.com.
The following is not an actor, but a real-life story from Trinity Debt Management.
My husband and I wanted to buy a new car, and we don't have very good credit ratings, so the bank recommended Trinity, so we called them. And the people were very nice. They told us the best solution for all our problems.
If you're in debt,
and then there's got away with a lot of incomplete ones.
1-800.
Well, not away all but one.
6976 to talk to a certified counselor.
Trinity consolidated our bills, got us a lower interest rate, and a much better monthly payment.
Trinity will consolidate your accounts to one easy-to-manage monthly payment. Put a stop to late fees and over-limit charges, reduce your interest, and possibly improve your credit score.
No new funerals are.
Thousands. We feel much better now. Things are going pretty well. And since
Go back there and see if the if you would if the new commercial from PNC is there on email.
6976.
My name is Ann, and we're debt-free for keeps.
1-800-990-6976.
The Russian military has rolled out a contentious new
Okay, all right. We just played.
Treaty is surviving on borrowed time. The US is due to pull out.
23rd we just played. 22nd we played our.
Signed in
We need to delete it.
It banned a whole category of ground-launched missiles with ranges of between 500
Delete.
and 5,500
We just played the 23rd.
Russians
Delete.
now say that the weapon in question has been modified to reduce its range, though experts fear that such steps may well be reversible. The US has long insisted that Russia's adherence to the agreement must be full.
All right, we need to
and
get out of there.
verifiable.
The BBC's Jonathan Marcus. Germany's top migration official says a number of asylum applications has dropped to around 186,000 last year, a decrease of 16.5% compared to the year before. The German Interior Ministry says Germany saw 37,000 fewer applications. News and analysis at townhall.com.
Win in 2019 with Extreme, powered by Mediacom's future forward speeds up to 1 gig. And experience smarter T-Power TV on every screen in your home. No smart TV required. Plus, get home phone service with unlimited nationwide calling. And
This is a huge and. When you make the switch from your slow internet provider before this offer ends, you save 62%. That's 62% off internet with Wi-Fi, TV with TiVo Intelligence, and home phone. You get it all for as low as $21.66 each service a month for 1 year when bundled. You have to call 800-SIMPLIFY soon, though, like right now, because just like 2018, this offer won't last. Extreme, powered by Mediacom. Available to qualified new customers only switching from current internet provider. Price doesn't include activation, installation, modem rental, local broadcast station surcharge, regional sports surcharge, taxes and fees. Additional restrictions may apply. Not available in all areas. Call Mediacom for more details.
The 18th annual I Know Baptist Church Wild Game Banquet, Friday, February the 22nd. Speaker Dan Preachers.
We would like to invite y'all to our annual Wild Game Banquet. This is a free event for the entire family. There will be door prizes, including several rifles, Weston Clarkmore speakers, some local singers, several vendors set up for you to enjoy. Doors open at 5
Oh, it was back there. Huh? It was. You got it on my Dropbox too?
It's in the Dropbox.
Okay, and they also put it over there on the news, where he sponsors news. I don't know what's their. He's got a news sponsor too.
Yeah, I'll down in my desk.
Okay. Gotcha. Thank you. Be careful, I'm saying thank you today. I'm on drugs. I said, be careful, I'm saying thank you today. I'm on drugs. Yeah. I don't say it very often because I
sharing the video. And that's what it's called.
I expect people to do things. That's why I don't say thank you very much.
Saturday, March the 23rd, Opp High School, 502 North Malloy Street in Opp. Running 5K and walking 5K, $25. Rodeo armband to the first 200. The long sleeve tech shirts are awesome. Start time 9 a.m. sharp. Registration and packet pickup starts at 7:15.
And let's see, rodeo.
Rodeo.com.
Troy Baseball had an incredible season last year. 42 wins, and the NCAA regional appearance, and the highest attendance record in program history. Now, we're back and ready for more in 2019. Season tickets start at just $95 for a 31.
Whew, let me get some coffee and we were done shortly.
Louisiana, UAB, and more. Get your season tickets now at 877-878-WIN or visit TroyTrojans.com/ticket. We'll see you at Riddle Pace Field for Troy Baseball, your hometown team. Troy women's basketball has been on fire to open Sunbelt Conference play, and they're back in Trojan Arena this week. Thursday at 6 will be Cancer Awareness Night as the Trojans take on ULM. General admission tickets are just $5 for this game. And Saturday at 2, Troy takes on Louisiana as part of 80s Day. We'll be playing the best hits from the 80s all game long. And grab a bingo card on Saturday for basketball bingo for your chance to win great prizes. For Troy women's basketball tickets, visit TroyTrojans.com/tickets. And we'll see you at Trojan Arena.
Here's your Weather-Bug LA weather. I'm Rod Tanner. Well, this morning we'll have showers. We could have a thunderstorm this afternoon. Some storms could produce heavy downpours. Our high 68 winds goes to 30 miles an hour. With showers, we could have a thunderstorm this evening. There's a chance for rain overnight. Again, we could have rainfall.
Music thing in the spot after this.
Thursday looks to be mostly sunny with a high of 59. The clear, cold conditions Thursday night with a low of 33. Friday within the week with sunshine and a high of 53. Again, we'll have showers. We could have a thunderstorm today with a high of 68. That's the latest Lower Alabama weather here on WOPP.
Hey, stay tuned. Trip and I are going to be talking about some sports, and I guarantee you we're going to be talking about a no-call play. Everybody's talking about that. Yes. 59 is our low this morning. The winds are from the east-northeast up to 9 miles per hour, currently about 5 miles per hour. The official sunrise at 6:43. The official sunset at 5:12. It's hazy out there, 64 degrees here at WOPP. Nice having you in with us. Stay with us. Oh, I think in one more spot if I remember. Oh.
The mayor of Opp, Becky Brackey.
The 15th annual Opp Rattlesnake Rodeo is Saturday and Sunday,
good
March
spot.
the 23rd and 24th. The weekend includes snake races,
50th?
buck dancing, greasy
the
pole
50th year?
fighting,
58,
kid
didn't it?
rides,
Oh, 58.
jazz music by Slim and the Soulful Saints.
Don't scare me.
Several local artists, including Opp's own Nashville recording artist, Martin McDaniels.
And he'll sell some tickets.
On Saturday, Tyler Farr. And on Sunday at 3 p.m., Craig Morgan hits the stage. Tickets are on sale now at City Hall.
Sunday, those three was big hits.
Kids under 6 are free.
People don't buy them.
He'll bring some money in.
Oh, yeah.
10 a.m. Sunday. Come on
The
out.
other kid's going to bring kids in.
Yeah.
He's hot with the kids. I think that's the last one. It is. Oh, it is a Wednesday. Time for Tripp and I to get together and talk a little sports. But and we're going to get to the Super Bowl and we're going to get to that no-call play. But there was play in Alabama last night that I saw. Thank God you or a Trooper, one of y'all put it on the Facebook, and I caught it when it cleaned.
It was Trooper. It was Joe.
Boy, I love seeing that little video.
It was.
He took the highlight. He took the best play.
He did the clip at the end when we won the game.
It went in overtime. He done that one too.
He did. I hadn't found that one yet, but I shared the one at the end of the game. But I think he did the one that got us to overtime.
Yeah, yeah.
And
we got them both posted.
That was a miracle. Right call to make. Go for the tie at home. I said it. I was over there. I do the score and everything. I said, we need to go for the tie. Go for the tie.
Sure.
Went in. Probably the best post player on the floor. Missed the layup, and then we had a rebound on the other side that rattled around the rim as the buzzer goes off, and it goes in. And I was like, "Oh my goodness!"
Wow.
Because we've had several of those this year.
So this going around and around and around is already a shot in progress. So if the bell goes off, or it's still good.
Oh yeah, it was on the rim when the buzzer went off.
So it could.
I guess maybe the buzzer rattling made it go in.
Ooh, wow.
But
wow.
The gym was loud, very loud last night. Both sides. That had a playoff kind of atmosphere to it.
Well, it meant a lot to the playoff, didn't it?
It did, and with that win, and we needed to win that one after what had happened in Geneva. They had beaten Slocum,
right,
and which to give them 2 area wins, and now we have 3.
Right.
So this is the most we've had in 15 years, I believe. Area wins. Coach Cassidy was coaching the last time we had 3 area wins in a season. So
we're playing exceptionally good at home and had some bad breaks on the road. Is that right?
We have, and it's just, I don't know. Home court has just been a lot to a lot of people this year.
Yeah.
We've only won 1 road game, and that was 5 miles from here at Kinston. So, but I think we're 5-3 at home, and the 3 losses are teams that are in the top 10.
Wow.
So.
Homestand's been something.
But more importantly is we won the area games, and that's the most important thing. And,
right.
I think if you put all 4 of those teams together, I think anybody can beat anybody. I mean, I think even we're guaranteed to be the 2 seed or the 3 seed. It's not going to matter. We're guaranteed to be the 2 in the 2-3 matchup. It's not going to matter what we are really, because we will play the winner. Geneva and Strawn have one last area game Friday at Strawn, and we will get the winner of that game. Because the winner of that game will also be 3-3, just like us, and we split with both teams. So it's not really gonna matter. They may have to coin flip, but it's just a formality. But we're gonna play no matter what. All the coin flip will do is be whether we wear white jerseys or black jerseys. So whether we're home or guest on the scoreboard. But the loser of that game will have to play Slocum because they'll be 4th.
Yeah.
So Slocum is hosting the area tournament. They're 4-2. They're done with area play. We're done with area play.
So home has been key for all the teams, hasn't it?
It has, and
so Slogan should be the favorite in the tournament.
Should be, but any one of the three teams could beat them.
Okay.
Strawn was the only team that didn't beat them. They swept Strawn. Strawn swept Geneva, or probably will sweep Geneva Friday.
Right.
Slocum and well, I take that back. Strawn got the only road win. They won at Geneva. That was it. We should have won over there, and we would be in a tie right now for first if that had happened.
Hard to win in Geneva now.
It is.
In any sport.
It is, and the only true game we really lost was over at Slocum, because we lost by 9. Strawn and Geneva were both 2 points, so we're 4 points from unanimously hosting the area tournament. That's how close it is. We lost at Strawn by 2, lost at Geneva by 2, and if we win both of them, we'd be in the driver's seat today. But I'd rather be playing in the 2-3 game than the 1-4 game and be in the 4. But it was a tremendous win, and then when we go into overtime, they scored the first 3 points on a 3-point play. They fouled their best player. He makes a free throw, and then they don't score again. We hit a 3-pointer and made a free throw, and we took the lead for the first time since about the first quarter. And then we caught one of our post. We're trying to hold the ball. There's less than 2 minutes to go, and our post player's wide open, and then he makes that shot. We go up by 3, and I knew we had it then. And like I said, after they scored the first 3 points of overtime, they didn't score again. We went on a 10-0 run to end the game.
Wow.
So 57-50, and like I said, it definitely was a playoff atmosphere. Rival game. That just adds more fuel to it. Yeah.
Yeah. Almost a house full.
It was on both sides.
Well, that's good. That's what it's all about, right there, isn't it? With them kids.
It is, and it was a good crowd. They had probably just as many as we did.
Wow.
So,
good home gate then.
Good gate.
Concession stand all done good.
They probably did. It was a very good gate. That's also ultra important. We've had 3. We've had 2. 2 very good. We're gonna have 2 more next week too, because we got Kinston.
Yeah, that'll be good.
Monday and Andalusia on Friday.
Oh yeah.
So you're talking a huge gate there.
How did the Saturday game in Elba come out?
Not good. It was a difference of night and day.
How about attendance?
It was okay for a Saturday.
Was it a Saturday and the guys didn't have their mind on it?
Apparently not. We had just played Geneva Friday night. Won that game.
Yeah.
And, it was just and it was a 3-day weekend. It was just kind of one of those.
Probably were thinking about deer or something.
They were thinking about something else other than basketball.
Yeah,
for sure.
2-legged and 4-legged.
Yeah.
It does work, though.
It was one of those, if we play on a Saturday, you don't want to play on a 3-day weekend.
Yeah.
The kids' mind's not in it. And it wasn't.
Got too many friends doing something else because
that's
it's
right.
long weekend. Yeah.
But it definitely was a different ball game last night, though.
Got fired up.
Yes.
You reckon Coach Willie had a heart-to-heart with him?
He might have told him something last night. And the thing, and the amazing thing, I can't believe I forgot to talk about it. One of our better players was suspended.
Really?
And we had to start somebody else in his place, and he had 19 points to lead the team.
The new starter, huh?
Yes.
So we found another player, huh?
Yeah. I said after the game, my gosh, what if we'd had the regular kids start? Now he scores, 15 points a game.
Yeah.
But I was like, my goodness, it was just unreal. 5 3-pointers, 2 2-pointers. He had 19 points. He led the team.
The player that's suspended, will he be back for the playoffs?
Yes, he will be back. Yeah, he just.
So we'll be able to rotate.
Had a little incident in the class.
Oh well, that's
so
supposed to do that.
Oh yeah, the classroom comes first. And,
sure.
But believe me, we more than made up for his absence last night.
That might have been a spark they needed to.
It might have been.
You never know with kids.
And we seem to play, and not saying we don't play better with him, but it seemed like they played just as well without him.
That's good.
We played a little more fundamentally sound, I think, last night than we had in the last few games. But it was definitely definitely a big win. One of the biggest ones we've had for a while.
Well, congratulations to the Bobcats. Their next game will be Monday?
Monday,
Okay.
yes. We will have Kinston in the house, and we need a full house there. That's a rival game, too.
Tip-off 4:30?
4:30.
B team, girls, and then varsity.
Yep.
And it's since it's a home game, it'll be on the National Federation.
It will.
If you can't go.
It will. Yeah, all the home games are. I'm still kind of wondering how we're going to do baseball and softball.
Me too.
I mean, we may not, but
may not.
I think it's been a good thing with. It is. I like the way they do it. It's got the scoreboard and everything on it. They've changed it a little bit from the way it was at the beginning of the year. They used to have it up in the corner. Now they've got it stretched out along the bottom, kind of like ESPN does. Which I like a lot better, and it's tapped into the scoreboard too. So
cool. Well, maybe we can do something like that in baseball. I know we could if we had a press box.
And for softball, yeah, we could.
No, baseball, no problem. Softball.
Baseball's not going to be the problem. It's going to be softball. Yeah.
Okay. We'll see what we can do. I hadn't had time, boy. I tell you, I've been swamped. All right, now Super Bowl coming up, but you know a lot of money's bet on the game. But you know, there's a lot of other things you can bet on associated with the game.
You can. The sports betting.
It's unreal.
It is. It's
Let me give you a few here. Will Donald Trump take part in the program interview on CBS? There's 200 yes, 100 no. That's has something to do with the betting factor. I have no idea what that is, but that's that. So more are saying he will. Will Donald Trump attend the game? Is 800 yes, but 1,500 no. So there's a bigger odds he won't.
He's not. He's not a sports guy.
Will he tweet during the game? They've got those going. Will Trump congratulate the winning team via Twitter by midnight? Will the U.S. government shut down and before the Super Bowl lift? What will be the will the Super Bowl winner visit the White House? Odds are they will. Okay, here's some other one. The length of the national anthem with Gladys Knight singing. Will it be over 107 seconds or under?
Over. It usually is over.
But they're betting on this.
I know it's crazy what they'll bet on.
Will Gladys Knight omit any of the words? Will the player take a knee during the national anthem? Odds, by the way, are no in that favor.
Yeah,
these two teams,
the league has outlawed it now.
Will any of the players raise their fist during the national anthem? The league, the odds are no, but there is it's 300, 200. Length of the American Beautiful, the 95 seconds or under 95 seconds. Let's see. Will any of the performers during halftime wear a Kaepernick jersey? Ooh.
A Kaepernick jersey. Oh, Kaepernick jersey.
Kaepernick,
yeah.
The odds are no. 300
no,
to 220.
He's not an issue anymore.
Hopefully. Will any of the players use a prop during their TD celebrations?
Yes.
Will a fan run into the field during the game? Will Chick-fil-A in Mercedes-Benz Stadium serve food on Super Bowl Sunday? They don't have a contract to do with them. So they're not.
Chick-fil-A does not work on Sundays. And I know, okay. I've been to a game there.
Yeah.
And the Chick-fil-A stand is not open.
Oh.
I went to a game at the Georgia Dome, and it was not open.
No matter what, huh?
Yeah, they don't work on Sunday. Which is kind of sad because they don't get any of the NFL gate at the games, but that was a rule created by the owner, and he had it put in his will that the restaurant would never be open on Sunday, and it's not. You can go. None of them are.
Let's see, will Trump be in any commercials? There's odds on that.
Probably.
Let's see. How many? Oh, this I love. How many Clydesdale will be shown in the Budweiser commercial? 8 or more or under 8? Can you believe that?
I watched some old commercial. I know what I'd like for them to bring back.
What's that?
And you probably remember this. They used to do a commercial, Budweiser and Bud Light, and they call it the Bud Bowl. It was their own version of a ball game.
Yeah.
And they had the bottles as football players.
Yeah, that was cool.
I would love for them to bring that back.
I still love when the Clydesdales Just to Clydesdale, nothing else but soft music and saluting.
I like those two.
That was really good.
I like those two.
Saluting our
Those
veterans.
are always that's one of the things about the game, and that's why so many people watch it. Is of course the game itself,
a lot of people
the halftime show, the commercials, because the commercials now are.
We got to remember they're paying
$4 million
per 30
Several
seconds.
$million now.
Yeah. I haven't seen the actual price. I have seen the ticket price is a little over $4,000, which is a little low than normal.
It is right now, but it's going to raise when it gets close to game time.
The part of the problem is a controversial no call. It's very obvious it should have been called, but it is football, and that's part of the things you play. You have to overcome a bad call, and I think it's going to stand. The commissioner does have the right to overrun it.
He's not going to do it.
Yeah,
Goodell's not going to do it. He has not done it yet. He's not going to do it.
Well, if you interfere one time, it just opens the gate, don't it?
It does, because if you do it once, then it's going to open up the gate for several others, because there were several bad calls in both games.
They are looking at possibility of the last few minutes where there is a no call that the referee up top might put a hold on the game for a moment and talk to the guys on the field.
And they can do that.
Yes.
They can determine, I've read up a little bit, they can.
Because the guy up top got the best view of a no call.
They can, you can't challenge a penalty.
Right.
But you can, they can look at it and say, hey, maybe that should have been called. And they could just, I don't know if you can actually call one after the fact, but once they run the next play, that's it.
Oh yeah, sure. Yeah.
And but
you can have official timeout.
But you can.
Yeah.
If they decide they wanted to look at it, but
so they said the ref up top knew immediately it was a missed call, but he had no authority because the guy on the field, the head referee, is it.
Yeah, and there was a guy standing right there.
That's what's so sad, isn't it?
And it just, I don't know. It just, I hate New Orleans anyway. So it was New Orleans that got the call against them, but it was
or no call.
It was a blatant pass interference. So the guy wasn't even looking at the ball. He just hits the defender. I don't know what the ref saw. Whether he thought the ball was already there or the ball was uncatchable was probably going to be their excuse. Because the ball did sail high.
Yeah, it could be. I don't know.
That's going to be their reasoning, is the ball was uncatchable.
He's going to have to. He's going to be questioned. That referee's going to be questioned a lot about that.
He is, and they do suspend him.
Oh yeah.
So he might get docked a couple of games next year. I'm sure he will.
Yeah.
And they do. It's not like high school. These guys are paid by contract.
Oh, that's serious.
Pros.
Yeah.
They get paid a lot of money too. So it is, and these are supposed to be you're supposed to have your better ones doing your playoff games.
Oh yeah.
And the guys that do the Super Bowl, I mean,
they're supposed to be the best of the best.
It is, and I've seen interviews with them, and it's an honor for them to do the Super Bowl.
Oh,
if you're the head referee for the Super Bowl, that's a big deal.
Most of these referees that you see in pro, either it's a full-time job for them, or they have an insurance agency, or they have a real estate agency or something like that nature that they can operate first of the week.
They do. Most of them have another job. And a lot of them are former players.
Yeah, some of
that probably that know the rules of the game and everything, and I think that helps a little bit.
Sure.
And, I mean, you've seen, and that call is going to be. I've seen other calls like that.
Yeah.
You go back about 5 years, my team got railroaded.
Oh yeah.
Because of a holding call that wasn't called, and then it was by the 49ers, and then in the Super Bowl, their receiver got tackled by the Ravens and they didn't call it.
Well, I know
it just goes and comes.
I know the not high school, but the college and the pro, you still have to have some player experience. But high schools had to drop that because they're in such a need of umpires and all. And I'll tell you, fans that have never played the sport are not the best referees.
You need some that have actually played the game.
Yes.
And I can tell you from last night.
Yeah.
You got to have thick skin to be a ref. Those strong fans were all over them. They could not do anything right. If Op got one call, and we got a few that were in our favor, and you should get that at home. But if it, I mean, it was, you know, of course, the scoring table's right behind the visitor stands.
Oh yeah.
So I mean, it was any call that went our way, they just let them have it.
They have increased the security at basketball games due to there's been no problem, but it's such a box play, something can break out and it could really get bad.
It is. I was surprised there were no technicals handed out last night.
Wow.
It was mostly the fans. It wasn't the players. Yeah. The other night with Geneva, it got out of control.
But
real quick.
The fans can be called too.
The fans can be taken out.
Yeah.
We have not had that happen yet this year.
Yeah.
But
there can be a technical called on the fans like that coach understand.
They could they just throw them out.
Just throw them out.
If it's a fan, yeah.
Okay.
Now, if something comes from the bench, yeah, they can call something on the coach.
Okay.
Or from one of the players, but we had, and I watched it last night.
Well, now sometimes they ask the coach to try to get the fans to calm down, don't they?
They do, or they just call the cops over there. And I noticed this last night.
Get them
when I
there?
left, we had 3 police officers in the parking lot.
Yeah.
So I mean, it was just, it wasn't anything towards any of our kids, which is important. I mean, I know fans pay their money; they can yell at the refs as long as they don't get ugly. That's a part of it. But the other night, we did have one thing last night. We had a kid that got hurt.
Oh man.
And it was the kid that actually came back and forced overtime.
Cool.
In overtime, I think he had twisted his ankle or something. It wasn't nothing serious.
Hey, right.
But he's on the ground, or he's over there on the wall on the ground, knelt down because he's trying to. And somebody over in the stand said, "Yeah, that's what he gets for trying to foul our guy." I was like,
"Oh,
really?
That's not class."
With a kid hurt.
Not
class. You don't want
to
see somebody get hurt. I mean, and I wouldn't have said it if one of their kids had gotten hurt.
No. You don't do that.
And it's just little things like that. I really just kind of looked at the guy and I was like, "Are you serious? Why he's laying on the ground there?"
Yeah.
But I've noticed that this year, and we talked about that, they have let them. It has gotten physical out there. We played the game at Geneva. The Geneva game at home last night. I mean, it was physical. There were several no calls. And I mean, if you're gonna let them play, let them play. And but then we saw this at Geneva. I mean, it was pretty physical till the final quarter. Then they squeezed up and started calling some stuff that they had not done, especially there at the end. And you can't do that. You just got to be consistent. And if you're gonna let them play, let them play. And they let them play. They have let them play. They've let them play last night.
Right.
And they let them play when Geneva came here, and it got out of control. But I will say this about the ones that were here last week. I mean, it got out of control. They issued some technicals.
Yeah.
And they were in control of it. They didn't get hot-headed about nothing. They'd meet. We had one Geneva player take a swing at one of ours during the game. Of course, he was ejected. And I don't know if they had to look at the book because I had to mark it down in the book. One of us did when it happened.
Right.
And they took it into their where they dress, and so I assume they're gonna send that to the state. And it is an ejection's $300.
Yeah.
I don't think the kids don't realize it, but I mean, but the school does, and if you get a few of them, and it adds up.
They have to pay it too, don't they?
Yes, and we've had a kid at Laverne that got one, and when they came here, and I was like, that's $300, and one of their fans had the gall to say, "Oh, we won't pay that." I was like, "Yeah, you will."
One way or another, huh?
Yeah, she was a loudmouth anyway, but yes, you will pay it. But they don't realize that, and our kids have shown a lot of restraint this year because it has gotten heated, and there is a lot of jawing, and I've seen it, especially in those area games.
Yeah.
Because it is it's a very competitive area. I mean, the team hosting's 4-2. And the two teams that are going to play at the 2-3 are 3-3, and the team that's going to be 4 is going to be 2-4. So I mean, that's about as close as you can get right there.
Right. Well, they had a good area.
It is very competitive area.
Now, when would the tournament be?
It will be, I believe, they said the girls will be Wednesday and Friday. February I believe it's I want to think the 4th and the 6th, or the 5th and the 7th maybe. And the boys will be on Thursday and Saturday. I think you can, because we have a 4-team area, so it'll be that Thursday and that Saturday for boys, and that Wednesday and that Friday for girls. And I'm thinking, like I said, I'm thinking it's the 6th and the 8th, and the boys is the 7th and the 9th, maybe.
Okay.
So we got 1 week. We don't have any more games this week. We got 1 week left of regular season, and then the next week will be the area.
About the same time we got Super Bowl.
I believe it's right after the Super Bowl. The Super Bowl will be the first
next weekend, not this weekend.
Not this weekend, but next weekend.
Yeah.
First weekend of February.
Yeah.
And it just February. It's hard to think still they playing it in February.
Yeah.
And used to be it was January. As a matter of fact, yesterday I was on ESPN. I was talking about the 30th anniversary of Joe Montana leading the comeback against the Cincinnati Bengals. It was January 22nd, 1989, which was 30 years ago yesterday. And I'm like, wow. And I was like, they played the Super Bowl that early.
Yeah. Wow.
They start the season later now. The season starts after Labor Day now. It used to be it started the same time college did.
Yeah, okay.
But it's a week behind college, and they have 17 weeks, too. So.
The college plays an extra week.
And college has an extra week now because they have 12, I think. Most teams play 12 regular season.
High school's got an extra week, if elected.
If you want it.
Yeah.
A lot of schools don't do it. I kind of wish we would. I wish we'd play in that first week and have 2 non-region games before you play. No, we did do that one year, and we had a bye week in the middle of the season.
Well, that first week would be cool for the play Kinston or Brantley.
It would be. Well, that is exactly who I was thinking.
I still think, but I'd rather have the spring game just one team. I don't like. I like to have a jamboree for spring.
It would, and maybe we could do
6
that
quarters
here at our place.
Well, sure.
I think that would work.
Maybe cut 2 minutes off the quarters and do 6 quarters, and let every team get to play 3 teams at least.
That would probably work.
A big powerhouse.
I do like playing the spring game.
Yeah.
I think we should play someone else.
Yeah.
I did like going to Kinston last year. I mean
that went over good.
It did, and I'm hoping we might get that again.
It's probably reciprocal though. They're probably obligated to come. I bet Kinston comes to us this time next.
It would be good for that to happen. And like I said, we won't be able to do anything with the schedule this year.
Oh, no.
Because it's already set. But depending on what we have to do, what we'll play in the region the next go around, there's going to be some changes.
Oh yeah.
I think we're going to have a couple teams. I think we're going to have one move up.
Yeah.
One of those Dothan private schools is going to move up. I think it's going to be Providence.
Everybody's speculating that.
They're going to move up to 4A. And that school's just growing.
Yeah.
And they'll be fine in 4A too.
What do you think about the Dothan High School going to be the Wolves?
Dothan Wolves, and they will be 7A.
How they come up with Wolves?
Maybe they mixed a tiger and a cougar together and got a wolf.
Okay, maybe.
But it kind of follows that trend.
Okay.
But
but they are definitely going to be 7A.
They will be, according to the news last night. They will be 7A, and that's probably a big thing for Enterprise because now Enterprise has got an opponent in their backyard.
And then big for them, they can go to Montgomery's got 2 7As.
2, I think, and that would probably be their basketball area.
Yeah, that'd help them be easy to drive down 231, won't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And, I think it would be Lee and I believe Davis for the 2 7As. I think
sitting over there in that corner, they got to drive no matter what.
They do.
Because they cut off the south and cut off the east.
And I think their football region would be the schools in Montgomery, and then you're probably talking Phoenix City and Auburn, and that would be the
Auburn would
region.
be a good one for them.
That's your football region. Opelika. Opelika may still be 6A, but
and these people will be good for Dothan coming into Dothan.
Yeah, because they'll bring some money.
Yeah.
Central Phoenix City brings a crowd.
Yeah.
And Auburn will bring a crowd. Those are 2 good teams right there.
I was concerned about their doing this and students involved, but I found out there's 50 students involved in this council. So students did get a voice.
And that was, and when they made these changes, that wasn't even the thing people got outraged about, was the schools merging. I mean, they kind of saw this coming.
Oh yeah.
What got so many parents outraged was closing the magnet schools.
Yeah.
And that might be the one thing that they might not needed to do.
Well, I think it's all cause of money, no matter what.
Oh, I know it is. It's money.
They had their budget. They had to do something with their budget, and you got to live within your means.
And the superintendent did this in another town, and it worked.
Yeah.
And she was saying, because I watched it when they announced it, and the superintendent over there said that they had done this in Georgia, and it had definitely saved them some money.
This was not dropped on them overnight, because 10 years ago they talked about this.
They've been talking about merging Dothan and Northview for years.
And they got a big upset then, but now with the money crises, and knowing either you're going to merge or either you're going to pay out of your
and I think it works out good. They're going to use Northview as the school, which somebody said it's big enough to handle every kid in town. You are going to see some kids transfer, I'm sure, to some of the schools outside. Definitely going to be some movement, but it will be 7A, and they said all the high school will go to Northview, or what is now Northview. And 7th, 8th, and 9th will all go to Dothan.
Oh,
what is now Dothan High, and it will be just Dothan Junior High.
Oh.
So it is gonna be pretty neat to see how this all plays out. So
will you see that? Do you foresee this possibly coming to Montgomery, or is Montgomery so far laid out?
I think Montgomery's so far out. I think I don't see a merger in Montgomery.
Yeah,
I think there's too many.
Population-wise,
it's spread now.
Yeah,
they already added another school, Park Crossing, which was not there. Park Crossing's a 6A school
already.
That took some kids, I believe, out of Carver, because I think they dropped down to 5A. They're back at 6 now.
Okay.
But I believe Carver was 5A at one time.
Wow.
So that took a lot of the kids out of that school.
So we got 2 7As in Montgomery, a 5A, and
we got 3 6As.
3 6As.
Lanier may be 5A this time. You got 2 7s, 2 6s, and I believe a 5, or it's 2 7s and 3 6s.
Wow.
But Montgomery, and then you've got, of course, all the private schools.
A bunch of them over there.
Alabama Christian, 4A. 5A.
Yeah.
St. James, now 3A.
Yeah.
Which is surprising. Montgomery Catholic, 4A, and Trinity, 4A.
Wow.
And then you've got Pike Road that they had, it's just right outside now, and they're 3A.
Pike Road's going to grow too, by the way. It'll keep growing. It'll keep growing.
This was the first year they've been doing varsity athletics. Made the playoffs in football under their first year, and this is not a private school. This is just a school that kids were going there.
Yeah.
And they had been playing at the junior high level.
Yeah.
And I'm sure they had some kids move in.
Oh yeah.
But somebody was like, "Oh, they're a private school." I said, "They're not a private school. This is a public school."
Yeah.
But they have been playing at the junior. It was kind of like how Pleasant Home started. They started playing football at the junior high level, and they moved up eventually to the varsity level.
Oh yeah.
And people that remember that far back when they first started, 2000 was the first year they had football. There.
Wow.
And I honestly think they ought to just get rid of it because they're so terrible. But they won't. I mean, it's you don't get rid of something just because it's bad. You get rid of it because it don't bring in any money.
That's it.
And they're not in a financial bunch like some of these schools are. But yeah, Pike Road. If we get in the playoffs somewhere in the sport, we are going to face them. Well, we've played them a couple of times already in like some tournaments.
Yeah.
But baseball playoffs, softball tournaments, volleyball tournament, we're going to play them somewhere.
Okay.
Something down the line.
Be a nice trip up there too.
It is, and it might not be a bad. Maybe not this year, but I could see us scheduling them in volleyball or baseball or softball one day.
So that coming. Okay. I saw the schedule for baseball and softball. Got laid on my desk. In fact, looks like we've got a full house.
It is full play. I haven't seen the official ones, but I've seen the ones in the school calendar. Going to have an interesting trip in baseball. I don't know if it's the same tournament, but we used to, Coach Casey used to play in a tournament over there.
He always go on the road.
I remember going to Jackson. Yeah. I remember going to Leroy, Clark County High to play some games, and I remember freezing my butt off over there one night.
Well, let's do one overnighter. What's it going to be?
That'll be it.
Okay.
And then I haven't looked to see if we're in the Montgomery one this time, but we are going down to Mobile to play. And I believe this is the same kind of tournament.
Yeah.
Saraland and it's going to be interesting.
It serves a dual purpose. First of all, you get to play some good talent.
You do.
And you get the boys ready for the playoffs because chances
the playoffs are done that way.
Yeah, second round, definitely second round, the third round, you'll be an overnighter.
It will be, if you have to travel.
Yeah.
I've already looked at the playoff brackets. We will be here. Last year we played. Nobody had to travel very far. We played T.R. Miller in the first round. We played Mobile Christian in the second round.
Yeah.
That's not that far of a travel. This year we're going to be matched up with the Dothan schools in the first round.
Still local.
And in the second round we'll be matched up with Mobile again.
Ooh,
so
yeah. Good travel there.
Not Mobile Christian, thank God. They're 4A. They won 2 state championships. They got moved up.
Okay.
But we still got you still got some good schools on
Hosses.
Well, after the first round, there's no easy ones, and we saw that last year. I mean, we had an easy first round with T.R. Miller, who's probably going through the biggest slump in men's sports they have gone through in a long time.
Yeah.
Their basketball team is awful. I mean, bad. From what I've seen them play, now their girls team is probably the best girls team I've seen. Their baseball team, I mean, we 10-run them both games last year.
Yeah.
So, and their football team got just, they made the playoffs barely as a 4 seed, and they got thrashed in the first round.
You go through cycles of material, though.
Yeah.
Every school does. And we've gone through it.
We've gone through it. We're going through one right now. Girls basketball is going through a big struggle.
And it seems
it's just
hard
not a sport to play. But you look 10 years ago, volleyball and softball were struggling.
Well, because it's hard somehow or another to have every sport very competitive. It seems like something's going to lag.
It does. Every school has one.
Yeah.
Every school has one sport that lags around
for some reason.
And with some schools, I wonder, it's multiple sports.
Yeah.
This year, it's been girls basketball and football.
Yeah.
And the boys have been pretty competitive. Volleyball was extremely good this year. But, football took a dive this year. And, of course, that's our bread and butter. So, of course, we will fix that. And girls basketball has been on.
Well,
and this is not something that just came overnight.
No.
I could see the decline. I could see the decline coming when it did.
When you look at the football record, you definitely say decline and all that. But when you know the effort and when you know all the circumstances behind it, you get and know how the work ethics is of this team, you start feeling good about this team.
I did notice, the kids, and that's, of course they got upset,
Oh, sure.
But. There was no, and I noticed this year. We've talked about it before. There was no locker room tension, arguing between players, just bickering on the sideline. You
didn't do your job. You didn't make that play.
We didn't see none of that this year.
Yeah.
No kids thinking they run the show. And that's the first time in a long time I've seen that.
Yeah.
And because we've always had one or two that thought they were
the key.
Yeah. And they couldn't win we can't win without me playing and all this stuff. And, but I did see that this year that, we didn't, and, of course, we had all the injuries and stuff. That was the big key factor.
I don't know if we held the record, but for our 3A class, we probably held the record of injuries.
I guarantee you we did. There was over half the roster missed a game of some sort.
Well, the banquet proved that when the coach asked them to stand up season ending. Those are
season ending. It was
just quite a few
over
there.
10.
Yeah.
And we had one kid, bless him, broke 2 bones in 2 games.
Yeah.
Broke his arm or broke his hand or arm, but he played with the cast and the wrap on it, which you can do. And in the first game, and in the second game, he breaks his leg.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's just,
After about 18 tackles.
He did, yeah. And it was in overtime. And it was in overtime, too. And I told somebody the other night, I said, you know, some strong people might think we stole that game last night. Well, they stole that football game from us, too. I mean, like, you know, getting back to last night, that was definitely one of the loudest games I have ever heard in that gym. And I don't think I'd heard it that loud since Devontae dunked it a couple times at the end of the game. Yeah? Okay. And Lord, they're struggling. You know, he's up at Auburn now, and they're struggling now without their best player. College basketball is also now in full swing.
Auburn had a loss that they didn't supposed to have last night, and Alabama had a win they didn't supposed to have last night.
Yeah, Alabama beats Ole Miss.
Yeah.
Auburn loses to South Carolina, but then, like I said, their best player, Austin Wiley, was hurt. He got hurt in the Kentucky game, and I think that was Auburn was kind of on a downside. You know, they got up for that Kentucky game, and you know, the SEC this year. You know, I say you can look at Auburn, you can look at Alabama. Alabama beats Kentucky, and then turn around and loses to the worst team in the league, Texas A&M, at home.
And Tennessee is ranked number 1.
And Tennessee's ranked number 1, and they barely beat Alabama at Knoxville. And I bet this is a first. This is probably the first time, it's got to be the first time in the history of basketball. Tennessee's men are number 1, and Tennessee's women are unranked.
Usually right reverse, then.
It's usually the reverse. And I thought, Lord have mercy, Pat Summitt is rolling over now, seeing they've lost about 4 in a row.
They've got a history.
You can't replace her. No. You can't replace her. That's like replacing Bear Bryant. You can't replace her. And you know, that lady they got now, you know, they're
trying.
The SEC is, you know, and you look at the teams that have bubbled up in women's. Auburn's women are 15-3.
Right.
Not ranked, and they're not going to be ranked until they beat somebody of consequence.
Yeah.
And their losses though were to, you know, Mississippi State and Tennessee, who were ranked at the time. Mississippi State in the top 10, and that's the best team in the SEC. And I would never thought I'd ever say that.
Yeah. How's Alabama girls doing?
500. No. They'll be in the women's NIT if they're lucky. Auburn's women will make the tournament.
Yeah.
Be the first time I think in a while both the men and women have made it. The men are going to make it too. Even if they lose, you know, 4 or 5 more games, they're still going to make it.
Who's going to win the SEC?
It is anybody's guess. Tennessee, of course, will be the favorite.
Yep.
And they're going to be the favorite because of where the tournament. Well, no, they've moved the tournament now. It used to be in Nashville. I think it's in St. Louis now. So I do think they'll be the favorite, but they don't have to win it. And that's the thing about that tournament. The team usually that's favored does not have to win it to get into the tournament.
Yeah.
But I think if Tennessee wins out, like if they keep going, they're going to be a 1 seed whether they win the tournament or not. If you're the overall number 1, you're going to be the number 1 seed going in. But you'll have your usuals there, but they're definitely going to be a wild card.
Will Kentucky wake up?
They will, and they could easily win it. And
they've been there, done that, know how to do it.
They do. They won more SEC titles than the other teams combined.
It's expected out of them, isn't it?
Just about.
Yeah.
I mean, and you know, people talk about Alabama football. Kentucky basketball is just the same, if not more.
Dominates.
It does, and like I said, anytime you beat them, that's a big deal.
Yeah.
And Auburn has one more crack at them, but it's at their place. It would be so sweet to go up to Rupp Arena and win a ball game.
That don't happen very often.
It does not, and it's been 31 years since Auburn's beat them there. I looked it up because I was like, I wonder how long it's been. They've only won twice there in the entire history of the. But you know, they only go like every other year.
Right.
It's not like they go every year, but that's like going to Cameron Indoor and beating Duke. That's hard to do too.
Yeah.
I could not believe Syracuse beat them.
Yeah.
And it was the first time they had ever lost a game at their place when they were ranked number 1, except for North Carolina. I thought, whoa, they were 104-0 when they were ranked number 1 at home.
Well, you know,
except for North Carolina.
You go to a football, getting there to football. LSU is hard to beat in LSU. However, Alabama's got their number at LSU. Alabama's beat them more in LSU than any.
It used to be, and they had that record.
Yeah.
LSU had that weird record. They had not beaten Alabama at home for like 30 years.
Yeah.
I thought, why? How in the world?
Yeah.
That was unusual. It was from like the 60s up to, I think, when...
Alabama plays well at LSU.
They do. And our team can't seem to win nothing. I tell you, Tommy Tuberville has Auburn cursed. That day they blew him out his first year, and they smoked the cigars on the field after the game. I was like, y'all have cursed us for... And that was 20 years ago. And Auburn has not won there since. They have beaten LSU, but not in Baton Rouge.
Not there.
Which is, I found that unbelievable. But I think that's a curse. Because they've obviously had their chances, but it has not happened.
All right, Alabama's replacing more coaches. They've announced a few more. One from Dothan area. How does Saban just keep finding these coaches like he does? Everybody wants to play for him? I mean, work for him?
I guess so. They want that fat paycheck that I'm sure they get.
He just reloads, doesn't he?
It seems that way. Like I said, everybody wants that fat paycheck because they're definitely paying him a record amount of money.
Well, he says a change is good, and I think he's right, but you wouldn't expect a change every daggum year.
You do, because a lot of them get head coaching jobs.
He's got 6 going, you know.
And it's like in the pros, like when you win a Super Bowl, usually you have to replace your coordinators.
Yeah.
Because a lot of them leave, and I can know, but just by talking about the teams that are in it,
Yeah.
New England's offensive coordinator has been a head coach at 2 or 3 different spots, and he came back.
Yeah.
And he'll probably get another job when the season's over. I mean, there's still some coaching vacancies, and his name's been floated around for one of them. So, and a lot of people do that. I was actually watching part of that game. We were talking about Joe Montana a minute ago, 30 years ago, and the guy that was the head coach of the Packers for all those years, Mike Homer, was the coordinator at San Francisco during that Super Bowl. And he got the job at Green Bay about 2 or 3 years later. So they just generate them out. When you win, coordinators become head coaches.
Troy is bringing in some new ones, and
I'm sure they're going to be. It's a whole new staff with a new coach.
Not yet. They haven't said that yet. He's interviewing them all. Not yet, but it could.
He's going to keep some, I'm sure. I'm sure Brown took a few of them with him to West Virginia.
He took the offense.
Offensive coordinator.
Yeah, he took him. And
they're going to be, his big thing is it's not Troy, it's the Big 12.
Yeah.
So he's going to get, and I know he's up more than up for the challenge. West Virginia was pretty good last year. I think they were like 9-3. So, but going down and playing at Texas and all those Baylor and TCU and it's the big times now.
Well, he deserves it by all means.
Oh, he definitely. It'll be interesting to see how they turn out.
All right, we'll be back next Wednesday, and we'll tell you what shapes up for the Bobcats in the tournament. And
we'll know for sure who we're playing.
Yeah.
Friday night, Geneva and Strawn. We'll play the winner, and
I
will probably go over there and watch that just to see who wins.
For sure. We'll catch you next Wednesday.
Oh.
Well.
And it was loud last night on both sides. That was probably one of the most exciting atmospheres I've been in a while. Good.